into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune to my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
It's always a good day when I get to stand next to a beautiful soul like this. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning. And good morning to you, South Africa. Yes, it's the last day of August. And as we get up to the new season of spring, that is coming tomorrow. I feel like
So
August was the longest year of the month. Honestly, I can't believe we're still here.
Love that. Yeah,
but I love that I get to celebrate the last day of August with you.
Yes, we do. Now, this morning we're crossing live to Walter Sisulu National Botanical Garden, where they have launched a new outdoor gym. You can tell I'm excited about this one. I can't wait to find out more. And of course, Kuchle is going to be joining the fitness advocate and media personality Unati in the building to break a sweat, or maybe 2 or 3 or 4. Let's hope it's a lot. And after all, summer bodies are made in winter. And as Jamie just said, spring is here. Can you believe it? It's really around the corner.
And Unati is looking good. The girl is slaying. She's snatched. And hopefully she's going to give us all the top tips in getting into shape. Then we're also back in the kitchen with our leading ladies behind the scenes in another round of the culinary hotline. Bling!
Ching, ching, ching!
As you can see, everyone is hyped up this morning. And joining us is Expresso chef. We have Kelly Ann Diamond, as well as food intern Courtney Peterson. And the two of them are so ready. I said, girls, why is your hair blowed out? Why are you looking so fresh? They're like, we are going to be part of the culinary kitchen today. So, yeah,
absolutely love it. It doesn't even end there, Mzansi, because finally entertaining us this morning, we've got 16-year-old Eden Summer. Now, listen to this. She already has 2 singles in the bag, and we cannot wait to hear more from her. It's going to be an absolutely magic show. I can't wait to entertain you. And someone that's standing by that cannot wait to do exactly the same, of course, it's Papa G in the building.
I love it when they come in.
Yes, my friend, a new season is coming. It's time to spring clean your life, okay? We're going to shake it up today and have a lot of fun. I know yesterday was quite a heavy day, so thank you so much for walking through that conversation with us. It was such a brilliant show. Today we're going to have even more fun, and yes, we are going to spring clean our lives. It is that time of the year, so you got to get on it. And who doesn't love a good spring cleaning session, an opportunity to refresh your life? So I want this from you this morning. You need to help us. I need your hacks, man. I need to know how you do it. What are your best spring cleaning hacks? Maybe you got some cool little things that you do every year that are a bit strange, that are really effective, ways that you can transform your living space, ways to just feel better and refresh your mind, refresh your soul. We are all about the spring clean this morning. So let us know on our social media pages, or drop us a WhatsApp voice note on 0634088863. We are going to be your refreshment station today. Yes, the culinary hotline is going to open in just a moment, so get yourself ready, get the pens and papers ready. We're going to have a lot of fun, but first, let's give you those major talking points for the day.
Thank you so much, G. And I'll start on the national front this morning. 5 people have been killed in a light police aircraft crash at the Rand Airport in Germiston on the East Rand. Now, 6 people, including the pilot, were on board the South African Police Service Turbo Porter aircraft when it crashed shortly after takeoff yesterday. Police spokesperson Colonel Athlenda Mate confirmed that the aircraft had gone down at Rand Airport. She said the 5 passengers were killed and the critically injured pilot was rushed to a nearby hospital for medical care. The names of the deceased and the injured pilot are not yet known. Then staying on the local front, the Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma, says a confluence of disasters, which include the coronavirus pandemic, floods and drought, as well as an increase in vandalism, are some of the matters that are draining government coffers and hampering municipal service delivery. She was participating in a ministerial information session at the National Council of Provinces yesterday. Dlamini-Zuma said the disasters have led to the need to redeploy limited resources to first solve immediate problems. Then looking to news on the international front, a UN-chartered ship loaded with Ukrainian wheat destined for millions at risk of starvation in Ethiopia arrived in Djibouti yesterday. The bulk carrier MV Brave Commander, carrying 23,000 tons of grain, docked in the Horn of Africa port city a fortnight after leaving a Black Sea port in Ukraine. The UN said food insecurity and malnutrition are a major concern across Ethiopia. The number of people facing facing starvation in the drought-ravaged Horn of Africa region has increased to 22 million. And then a man in Australia has been found guilty of murdering his wife, who disappeared from their home in Sydney some 40 years ago. Chris Dawson pleaded not guilty to the charge of murdering his wife, Lynette, in 1982, but the judge decided there was sufficient evidence to convict Dawson, a former teacher. The judge said Dawson killed his wife to have a relationship with a teenage babysitter as he was obsessed with her. Lynette Dawson's brother, Greg Sims, said the court confirmed what his family had known for years. Then finally, clean and green. Mission accomplished for the Sunday's River Valley municipality in the Eastern Cape. It has bagged second place in the 2022 National Arbor City Awards in the local municipality category. Now, the National Arbor campaign is a platform to really highlight the 10 million trees program announced by President Cyril Ramaphosa. The municipality's Clean and Green campaign planted trees at most schools in conjunction with the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and Environment. Now the goal is to attract as many tourists as possible and to revive this industry locally after it was battered by the pandemic, says Sunday's River Valley Mayor Simpiwe Roon, and I quote, "This is a big investment in tourism and the goal is to see people making their way this side." Now Kirkwood also attracted tourists, but because of COVID, it all stopped. But now with the beautiful nature we are offering, we are getting back there. And this is good for our economy. The award ceremony will be held in Mpumalanga next month. On that green and beautiful note, that is where I leave your first news headlines. I will be back on the top of the hour. But right now it's time to have a first look at the sports. Here's Graham.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Let's kick it off with rugby. He's finally got the nod. 19-year-old Kanan Moody will make his Springbok debut against Australia in the Rugby Championship this coming Saturday. And Jacques Ninaba has named 8 new players in that starting team. So unfortunately, Handré Pollard, Lucanio Am and Peter Steph du Toit all ruled out due to knee injuries. That means Damian Willemse will move from fullback to fly half. Jesse Creel, he gets to slot in at centre, and then Franco Mostert, he's been included in the loose trio. And Willie Leroux will start at fullback, while Jaden Hendricks takes over from Fab de Klerk at the halfback. And then Steven Kitsoff, Frans Malherbe, Malcolm Marx all getting the start as well. Then we turn to football. Chelsea's stuttering start to the season continued as they suffered a 2-1 defeat at the hands of Southampton, despite Raheem Sterling giving them that early lead. So Sterling struck in the 23rd minute with his 3rd goal in 2 games. But Chelsea's lead was short-lived. Romeo Lavia then levelled 5 minutes later before Adam Armstrong rounded off a slick passing move by the hosts. Then Alexander Mitrovic, he bagged his 100th goal for Fulham on the way to a 2-1 win over Brighton. Lewis Dunk netting an own goal as Fulham moved now to 6 on the table. Then Leeds and Everton, as well as Crystal Palace and Brentford, they both drew 1-1. Then on to tennis. Carlos Alcaraz, he advanced to the 2nd round of the US Open. That was after his opponent Sebastian Baez retired injured. So Alcaraz, a quarter-finalist in New York in 2021, won the first 2 sets 7-5 and was 2-love up in that 3rd. And then also progressing, Andrei Rublev, Dan Evans and Grigor Dimitrov all advancing as well, with 4th seed Stefanos Tsitsipas being dumped out of the competition. Then in the women's draw, world number 1 Iga Swiatek, she breezed into the 2nd round with a straight sets victory over Jasmine Paolini, the Polish top seed, wrapping up a 6-3 and 6-love win in just 1 hour and 7 minutes. Sloane Stephens, Arina Sabalenka and Petra Kvitova, they also made it past round 1. Then another one bites the dust. We move to golf. Open champion Cameron Smith says money was a, quote, factor in him becoming the highest-ranked player to now join the Saudi Arabian-funded Live Golf Series. So the 29-year-old world number 2 has been confirmed in the field for the next Live tournament. That's in Boston. The Australian will be joined in the event from the 2nd to the 4th of September by Chile's Joaquim Niemann, the world number 19 as well. And speaking to Golf Digest, Smith said that the guaranteed money on offer for participating in the Live Series was one of the reasons for leaving the PGA Tour. I'm sure the first of many. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's bring you up to speed with the weather and see what this Wednesday morning has in store.
Thank you so much, G. Of course, it's time to take a look at the weather first up this morning. But before we do, let's talk about the weather news. Now, SA Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for damaging winds, leading to difficulty in navigation at sea between Gansbaai in the Western Cape and Alexander Bay in the Northern Cape this morning. Now, they will spread to Plettenberg Bay with gale force winds, easterly winds, of course, of up to 50 to 65 kilometers per hour. Now, this could lead to difficulty in navigating at sea, especially small vessels and personal watercraft such as kayaks. Now, a yellow level 2 warning also has been issued for damaging winds with possible dust storms, resulting in localized reduction in visibility along the coast of Namakwa in the Northern Cape. Now, extremely high fire danger conditions are expected over the Matsikama municipality and over the Kamiesberg and Hanta municipalities in the Northern Cape. Well, from our climate news, we are definitely suggesting that everybody stay safe and heed this warning. But for now, it's time to head over to those sunrise views. And first up this morning, we had this one sent in by Jeannie Dowdith, all the way out in KZN. And look at that, a dull-colored sky with the town's lights still twinkling in the distance. It's almost like you're looking up at the stars itself. I love it. Now, we had this one also sent in by an anonymous viewer, and they shared it all the way from Geelhout Boom Farm out in the Eastern Cape. A beautiful location, a beautiful place to be. And look at those pastel colors smoothly blending in across the sky. Oh, I'm here for it. Next up, we've got Paul, who shared this one all the way from his front yard out in Boksburg. And you can see the baby pink clouds peeking through behind the trees. Artistic, to say the least. And then next up, we've got Hillary Horsley, who showcased this cloudy sky all the way from Durban. And I mean, look at that. How stunning is this shot? It looks above the ocean this morning, bringing us a sense of calm. Yeah, I'm here for it. Finally, Hilda shared this clear morning sky all the way from Soshanguve out in Gauteng. And let me say, Mzansi, I'm absolutely loving the abstract art that you are just adding to these sunrise pictures. We love it. We are here for it, and keep bringing it through this morning because we'd love to showcase it wherever you are in the country. For now, though, let's take a look at the rest of the temperatures across the country, starting off in Polokwane, the day starting at a chilly 4 degrees, moving up to a high of 20. Umbumbela sees the day starting at 5 up to 21. Pretoria, 8 is your low up to a high of 20. And Johannesburg starting the day at 7 up to a high of 18 degrees. Moving over to Mahikeng now, the day starting at a moderate 9 degrees up to 23. Klerksdorp, very similar conditions, 8 is your low up to a high of 24. Kimberley, you see the day starting at 12 up to 24. And Bloemfontein starting off a little bit chilly at 4 degrees, but moving up to a nice warm 23 degrees Celsius. Over in Richards Bay, the day starting at a small lower 9 degrees, moving up to 17 degrees Celsius. Pietermaritzburg sees the day starting at a chilly 3 degrees up to 19. Durban sees the day starting at 11 up to only a high of 19 degrees. And Mthatha, very chilly conditions, 3 is your low, moving up to only 18 degrees Celsius. Let's move around the coast now, heading over to East London. Your day starting at a low of 11, only up to 18. Cradock seeing chilly temperatures of 3 up to 21. Berga, GQ going from a low of 10 up to a high of only 17. And George, sunny skies, but a chilly 11 all the way up to only 18 degrees Celsius. Moving over around to the mother city, Cape Town. And your day starts at a low of 14 up to a high of 22 degrees. Sunny skies expected. Worcester, very similar conditions, 13 up to 25. Sutherland, a low of 9 up to a high of 20. And Uppington, bringing summer back, it seems, 16 years low, all the way up to a nice hot 31 degrees Celsius. Yes, the sun is shining in your part of town. For everybody else, of course, keep sending those beautiful pictures in. We'd love to see how it continues throughout the day, and hopefully we can showcase that. But for now, it's time to showcase something special with Jamie Lee Domberg, and we need your help to do this.
Ooh, let me just finish up this lerp. And I am show ready because yes, as we know, tomorrow we are celebrating the first day of spring, a season that is all about bright colors and floral prints. And as you can see, I'm already dressed for the part in this beautiful floral dress from Woolies. Now, as you can see, again, this mini wrap dress is just the perfect chic summer number. You can style it up with a pair of heels like I did. I went a bit retro today with a different color pair of heels, or you can style it down with a stylish pair of white sneakers. It's really up to you. But this dress is really just crafted from a lightweight fabric for that extra comfort and to get you through those warmer days. It also does feature this gorgeous print, floaty, fluttering sleeves, and on-trend tiers. Nice little flowy, breathable dress. But, of course, there's nothing like a statement lip to finish off an outfit, which I applied just before we started. Today, I'm using this Luxe lip color from Bobbi Brown. Again, I love just applying this hibiscus color, which is a bold and vibrant color that goes perfectly with my dress this morning. But this is the part of a duo. It's called the Bobbi Brown Luxe Lip Color Mini Duo in shades hibiscus, and you also get Parisian red. But guess what? You can buy both of these at Woolies for only 450 Rand. Yes, I'm plugging you this morning. Now, these mini size lipsticks are just perfect to carry in a purse. It's on the go. It's all about convenience for you. Spring has sprung and I'm feeling fabulous, and hopefully you are too. But of course, you can shop your summer dresses and all of the latest beauty products at Woolworths. This, of course, is available in store, online, or on the Woolies app. Let me finish up and get ready for the rest of the show.
I can make my day.
One, two, 1, 2. Ryle, I'm not going to put comments in my ear. You can manage time and like just cue us on. Cool.
30 seconds.
Nikki, don't shout at me.
I will be.
All right, I'm here.
4, 5.
Everybody got water.
Remember when I do this, wrap it up.
I'm not going to put...
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Zanzi, welcome back. It's another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Bling, bling, bling. I absolutely love it. Of course, we are rounding up August, and this August month, we have been celebrating women in the food industry. And today, it's time to celebrate the women behind the scenes who help make Expresso's food absolutely come alive every single morning, and that's for you and us, Mzansi. So these young ladies will be sharing their favorite breakfast recipes. First up, it is Chef Kelly Ann Damons in the building. Let us welcome Kelly into the studio kitchen. Kelly, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
You look good. I'm good, though.
Thank
I'm more
you.
excited because I get to share this moment with you. I see all the hard work that you do behind the scenes, and I think it's so deserving that you actually come up here, show Mzansi who you are and who are the people behind all the magic that gets displayed out here. So I'm grateful to have you on my team, and I'm grateful for you to be able to showcase your magic to Mzansi.
Thank you, Rao. I'm very excited for this opportunity, and yeah, let's get ahead.
Let's do
Let's
the
go,
things.
let's go.
All right, so you, Mzansi, can also join in on the discussion and send us your voice notes, right? Okay, so Clem, you ready?
I am. So when I told Kelly about this whole idea and I said, I will be your assistant, she started rubbing her hands and she was like, oh yes.
What to do.
Oh yes, she's gonna make me work today. Okay, so Kelly, tell us what you're making, where the inspiration came from,
Okay, so
and
today...
what you're gonna make me do. Oh my goodness, okay, go on.
Calm down, Clem, calm down. So today we'll be making Kelly's brekkie buns. This originated one morning when I and the social media team were feeling a bit peckish. So I decided, let me see what's in the fridge and let me just grab and put something together. And Kelly's brekkie buns came about. So yeah, it's delicious, it's easy, it takes about 10 minutes to do.
I feel like this is Kelly's any kind
It's
of
quite
food because
simple, yeah.
this is what you kind of do. You find all these crazy ingredients. I walk in the studio and I'm like, oh, it smells good. That's Kelly cooking up
You
some
know it,
concoction,
you know it.
doing something lekker in the kitchen. And that's what I love. Your creativity is so on point. So let's do the things. How are we doing this?
Okay, let's start with the burger patties.
All right.
Clem, you can get that going.
Okay.
You can just sear them off. Are you going to give us a show today? Oh, you can
Do you want one? Do you want one?
Give us a
I'll
show.
try. Okay, I'll
Please
try.
do.
Let us get nice and
Please
hot.
do.
Let us get nice and hot. So we're using beef patties.
Yeah.
Can we like use chicken patties?
You can
any
use
patties, veggie patties?
any patties. You could even use bacon. You can substitute it. If you're not a meat eater, you can go for a veggie patty.
All right.
Even fish if you're pescatarian. So whatever goes, whatever's in the fridge,
Go for it, go
we
for
use
it.
in this recipe.
Can I just say, South Africa, I come in the morning, I just walk into the kitchen, I just do my thing. But 80% of the work that's done, what you see me do, it's all over here.
Well,
thank you for
and a
making
few
me
others.
look.
And a few
There's
others.
others, but thank you for making me look so good every
No,
morning.
you're welcome.
Really, really.
You're
Is that a tear?
welcome.
Is that a tear? All right, okay, I've got your burger patties going. Talk to me about the rest.
And then the hero of this brekkie buns, I would say, is the sauce. It's quite a simple sauce. It's just mayo with some chives. And this smoky habanero sauce, guys, when I tell you the sauce is live, I mean it's live because it is all the right notes.
And for you, Kelly, you obviously like it quite spicy, right? You can handle a level up or two.
Honey, you know me, I love my spice. And this is quite spicy, so I'd go with the tablespoon at first, and according to your preference, if you don't like it too spicy, just tone it down. If you like it spicier, just add some
So I
more.
think you and Clem are going to throw all of it in there.
yeah.
Add another live habanero in there while you can, probably.
I'm a big fan of like spice for breakfast.
I
And I
love
know
it.
it sounds weird, but that's where I'm at.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people in studio that's not quite up to our standard.
Say their names.
When it comes
Say
to spice
their
and everything.
names.
Okay, I won't
No,
bring
we
them out.
won't.
But
Biso.
no,
yes,
yeah.
please.
And it's quite simple, so then you'll just end up toasting your burger patty and then putting on some sauce or your smoky habanero sauce.
So you get a smell of this actually because
Yes,
I'm already
please
getting,
do,
I'm already
please
getting
do.
the notes and the fire, the creaminess, everything's kind of combining together. I can
all
see how
comes
this
together.
just makes it turn into a Kelly sensation.
Yes. Okay, now you can go ahead and
Putting me to
rock
work.
it
All
down.
right. So I can just garnish this now. I feel
Yes.
nervous now that you're around because I know how good you do this, but let me try. All right, so we've got my bun that's already been made. I see over here. I'm going to
Now
pop.
you're going to add some rocket first.
Oh, you see.
Your
Clearly,
base, your base, your
clearly, I
base.
need to listen here. So we're going to add the rocket first as our base.
I'm seeing cheese. Can I have the cheese?
Yes, so while that's cooking, once it's finished, close to being finished off, you're just going to add your mozzarella slices and let that melt on the burger.
All right.
Yeah,
Kelly.
and then you're going to...
Now what can I do?
Already done here. So then Rakan, you can...
And it has to be a runny egg, right?
Please, Rani.
Okay,
Please,
Kelly.
It has to be Rani.
While Raul's doing that, I've got 5 questions for you. Okay? Rapid questions.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I mean, why
didn't know
not?
this was happening.
Why not?
Oh, I love it.
Okay, go ahead, Tim, go
Okay.
ahead.
So let's go. First question. Okay. If you weren't an Expresso chef, out of all the jobs in Expresso, whose job would you want?
Ooh, I love that.
Quick, you can't think.
job would I want?
Whose job would you want?
Lucian Albertine.
Lucian Albertine. Lucian Albertine.
Why?
Because
Ask me why.
Oh, okay. Why?
Because I get to boss everyone around.
The truth. Okay, if someone had to cook a meal for you for a special event, a date or whatever celebration, what meal should they cook you?
Okay, I love a good pasta.
A good pasta. Okay, you got to be quicker with
Love a
these
good
ones.
pasta.
What's the one food or ingredient you don't like?
Coriander.
That was G shouting coriander in the background.
3, 2,
Broccoli.
broccoli. Okay. If you had to be stuck in an elevator with any of the Expresso presenters for 6 hours, okay, you're gonna be stuck in an elevator for 6 hours. Any presenters, who's it gonna be?
Jamie Lee Domber.
Jamie Lee Domberg. Okay. Last one. Complete the sentence. Kelly is always.
On time.
Kelly just absolutely say, Kelly, I've got to say, from what I'm hearing upstairs as well, Mzansi loves you. You're getting voice notes coming in thick and fast. I want to play one right now because clearly the people love seeing you on this side of the screen. So let's hear what this one is about.
Morning Expresso, morning listeners. I just want to say, Carrie Ann Diamonds, I'm super proud of you, one of our ex-learners at Heathfield High.
Did you go to Heathfield High?
Yes, I
That's
did.
my hometown.
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Thank
Heathfield's
you.
finest. Right
You know. I mean, hello.
here. Oh, I absolutely love it. Guys, we're getting so distracted. You're having fun with Kelly. How's the burgers going over there on your side?
It's good. They're looking good. Nice cheese melt.
Yes, and that's what we want.
And then I just want to make sure, did I do this correctly? Because I
Almost.
know you're going to come at me.
I'll give you a 90 out of 100.
I'll take it.
The 10%, you're just going to add some jalapeno chutney.
Yes.
Yummos.
Just add some more. And there you go, Kelly's Bricky Buns.
I absolutely love it. ExpressoShow.com if you want to get the recipe. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Kelly. Yes, to powerful women, yes, to celebrating them in the month of August and rounding up everything that is woman in this country. And I don't want it to stop now. Let's make it go to September, October, November. Every single year should be about our women and putting these incredible people on that pedestal. For now, though, the Culinary Hotline Bling will continue in just a bit, and we'll see you there.
What vocal? Cut you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. Not sorry I missed your call.
Good on you.
Yes.
Amazing, you guys are awesome. Are you ready for your interview?
No, I don't know what question.
Are you doing the interview?
Take lashes higher. New Revlon Eyes Wide Open Mascara. The curved brush volumizes and lifts lashes vertically for a wide-eyed lash look. Hemp seed oil conditions for healthy-looking lashes. Go higher. New Revlon Eyes Wide Open Mascara.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody, to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is time to meet our performer for the day. Now, she's only 16 years old, but is already owning her space in the industry with 2 singles behind her name. 16 years old, already taking on the world, and her name is Eden Summer. Now, to give us a little taste of what Eden Summer is all about, here's a little teaser just for you.
These silver bullet cigarettes, this burning house, there's nothing left, it's smoking. We both know it. We got all night to fall in love, but just like that we fall apart. We're broken, we're broken. Oh, well, nothing gonna save us now. Well, there's broken silence by thunder crashing in the dark.
Eden Summer, everybody. Please can we give her a feel-good welcome? I mean, I can't believe it. You're the same person. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
I'm very good. 16 years old. I can't even imagine where it all started for you, but maybe share that journey with us. Where did your love and passion for music first start?
Well, I always really enjoyed entertaining people, whether it was singing, dancing, not so great at the dancing thing, but definitely singing. And I think my parents maybe picked up a bit of a talent and wanted to express it or enhance it. So they took me to Barry and Renee, where I started with them. And the journey began there.
And tell us about that, because often it takes a person to see that qualities in you and see that talent in you and hone that space for you. And Barry was that person for you.
Yes.
Where does she fall into your journey?
Well, I started with her, and I think she really picked up the same talent that my parents did and decided to help me through the journey. And she really has been there for me the whole time, throughout everything. And my friends have told me that they've seen the improvement within me, and I think that's definitely one of the things she's helped me with, improving.
And I mean, you are already making waves, like I've mentioned. 16 years old, 2 singles behind your name. How does would that feel? I mean, at 16 years old, I don't even think I was thinking about anything with regards to my future, but here you are already cementing your space in the music industry.
It feels really good. To think of it like that, it's really cool that it's something that I'm very passionate about, I can succeed in.
And tell us about those singles. You know, what has inspired your writing style? What has inspired these two singles?
I think the first single I did, I really wanted to get something out there to show people who I was, so I wrote it. And now that I look at it, it's cool to think that I've improved my songwriting as well. And I think the best thing to hear is a rough draft of something you created and then hear what the final product is, and I think that's really cool to have done.
It's so important for us to sometimes look back at those rough drafts to see how much you've grown, how much you've just changed in this space. But that being said, at 16 years old, how do you find a balance between, I'm sure, school, writing music, and then still being a youngster at heart?
I often try to incorporate my life processes and what I'm going through into my music, and I think it's the best way to join my two lives together. When I feel stressed about something that's happening in my life, I like to write it as a song, because I feel like it's the best way for me to express how I'm feeling and join my lives together.
100%. Where to next for Eden Summer? If you can manifest and put their goals out there, because often people will sit on this couch and say, you know what, I want to do this and do that, and then it happens, and then we actually get to interview those people. So put it out there, put it out to South Africa. Where to next for Eden Summer?
My word. I'd definitely like to release a lot more music, maybe make my name more known. And I think that's one of my goals for this year, to try and just get out there. And I always say to myself, take as many opportunities as you can get.
Absolutely. So good to have you with us this morning.
Thank you.
Eden Summer is not going anywhere. Remember that name, okay? She's about to take space and take up space here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. She has 3 songs to perform just for you, so don't go anywhere.
Oh, thank you so much, ladies. Just listening to Eden's voice. Mind-blowing. We cannot wait for you to hear her this morning. And maybe taking a leaf out of her book, let's see if we can pen our own beautiful song right now about our own life experiences as we play another game of moments, memories, and more with Omar. We're going to go through some, I would imagine, slightly emotional moments right now as we look back at those game-changing, those pivotal moments in our life. And, of course, Jamie Lee Domberg has to sit down. I'm going to have to say Jamie Lee Domberg every time I say your name today, just for a bit of yes, a bit of power. This one might get a little emotional, I'm just warning you, okay? After International Grief Awareness Day yesterday, I am still feeling a little bit, guys, I won't lie. I'm loving these discussions. As much as they're very quick, it's an opportunity for us to check in with each other, which is obviously vitally important, but also to take stock of just how much we've done. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know if I can ask these questions without bawling my eyes out. But, Jamie, I'm going to stop with you.
No, don't start with me.
What has been the ultimate life-changing experience for you?
Ooh, that is an interesting question. I think there's so many, but for me, definitely becoming a mom.
Yeah.
That has changed my life in such a dramatic way. But also then just being part of this show. I think 3 years ago, you know, when I took a risk on myself and started this journey, that was something I never thought I would be able to do. But now to live out my dream in front of South Africa, that has been a life-changing experience.
Not just for you. Not
Doing
just
with
for
such
you.
ease as well, yeah. I think
you?
very similar for me, coming to this wild, crazy space, this world of TV, media, and film. I think Presenter Search was the craziest shift in my whole world. I was an athlete, building gym equipment, trying to get into corporate and that kind of a vibe. And then you come here and you kind of get emancipated from this weird space that you get to play in. I think that was just a paradigm shift for me, like you can't imagine, man. Yeah.
And now look how happy and comfortable you guys are.
Yeah.
It's like you found your way home. I absolutely love it. That being said, it hasn't come without some major challenges along the way. What has been the toughest draw for you? What's been the biggest challenge you've had to overcome?
I think, you know, finding a balance. I think finding a balance in everything, especially as a mom, working so many jobs and being out there and still wanting to inspire and, you know, living a purpose-driven life, that is always so difficult and comes with a lot of challenges. I think everyone faces their challenges, but I think also just living your life publicly and out there, that always comes with its own challenges. But I mean, I've had all of you to help navigate that space and really find a balance, but that's definitely been very challenging for me.
I definitely will play on the balancing thing, especially when you play in a space like this. And for me, my biggest challenge came 2 years ago. my shoulder injury, it completely took my independence away. It took my passion for sport away, and it put me in such a dark place. Luckily, I was on the show at the time, so I had you guys to kind of uplift me and share in some of those moments. But going through that recovery and trying to find a reason to wake up and move again, that was so hard for me, man. I had to seek sustenance and sources of inspiration from nature, from people, and that was so challenging for me. I was in very dark spaces along the way, and I think looking back on it now, it's a great opportunity to be able to smile and celebrate. But in those moments, man, I was struggling. It was hard.
Like, who are you if you're not a world champion? And
You lose your identity.
What are you?
No, literally, it's so weird.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
It's a brave new future. I think we're probably all considering our future a lot more importantly now, or maybe there's a deeper emotional relevance to it after what we've all been through over the last few years. I don't know, but it just feels like we're all looking to the future now with a lot more gravitas. What does that future look like for you? What do you want more of in your life? You always say the word manifest. What are you
manifesting?
Yeah.
I'm honestly manifesting a space where I'm always living a purpose-driven life. I think for me it was always so important to be an inspiration to so many people. So I think that I always just want to be in a space where I'm valued, where I'm appreciated, and where I get to share joy and light and love every single day, wherever that path may take me, whatever that journey looks like, whether it be in the media space, whether it be in a corporate space. I just always want to be happy, genuinely happy inside, and just bring that light out to everyone that I meet.
So what I'm picking up is, you mean you want to be really, really rich?
That too.
No, I get that. I'm figuring that out. You're getting it right. You're getting it right. So, I mean, we've got to chill out every once in a while. And we can't always be doing something massive. But you seem to just have tapped into that at the moment. Whatever you've tapped into over the last 3 years, it's working, girl. It's amazing. So it's been such an inspiration. More world champions.
It's the same for me. I mean, I think what Jamie's really speaking about, and not to put words in your mouth, but it's almost like that sense of your ikigai. It's a Japanese philosophy where you find this sweet spot between the things you're good at, the things you love, the things that can make you money and your vocation. If you find that sweet spot in the middle, you're essentially no longer working when you wake up in the day. You get to wake up and be yourself, and through doing that, through chasing your passion, you are helping people, spreading love, sharing the good stuff every day. A show like this really hits home when it comes to doing something like that. And I think for a lot of us in this space, when you realize the feeling you get when you help somebody else, it's like, I just want more of that. Like, where can I do more of this? Like, you know what I mean? Sure. I think for me, it's just being able to do that and be as present as I can in those beautiful moments.
I suppose, and looking at your own personal growth, the more you pour out there, the more you grow. And I suppose that's testament to the fact that you've in the lot. It's crazy to me that it's only been 2-3 years that you guys that we've been in the
crazy.
Feels like we've known each other forever.
Like literally decades. But the crazy thing is, if you take into account of how mad the world was when you guys had to step into the space and effectively start anchoring the show during the weirdest time ever, you stepped up and you did it, which is amazing, man. We're so proud of you guys. Oh my goodness.
Don't cry now, don't cry.
A difficult one. And incidentally, we're going to be chatting about something a bit later in the show, which you definitely want to stick around for. There's a reason why we're all feeling a bit emotional today. But moreover, why we are feeling so unbelievably proud. And we love these moments to connect and share. And I suggest you do them yourself right now. And in fact, we're going to get you excited about getting out there and exploring the world again, because we can. So here's what we want to hear from you. If you want to win yourself that 2,000 Rand and an Omar Rusk's hamper, you've got to let us know on the Expresso Facebook or Twitter page with the hashtag #MoreThanARusk. You've got to tell us what is your absolute most favorite place in the world and why, and you better make it good. The entries are always absolutely amazing for this one. So let us know, and hopefully we could be making you a winner of 2,000 Rand and, of course, that beautiful Omar Rusk's hamper. But the terms and conditions do apply, and you can find them on expressoshow.com. Good luck.
Cheers.
There's more in every dip with Omar.
There are those who care for others, ask nothing in return, but might be in need of some care themselves. If you feel that someone in your community deserves some recognition for all they do, then Panado can't wait to hear from you. Simply reply to the Afternoon Express Facebook and Twitter pages. Tell us who they are, what they do for their community, and why they should receive some care with the hashtag A Dose of Care and the hashtag Panado SA. They can stand a chance of winning a dose of care to the value of 5,000 Rand from Panado. Afternoon Express will then add another 5,000 Rand towards the charity or nominee of choice, so they too can share in some care. Don't miss the Panado hashtag A Dose of Care competition running from the 1st of August right through to the 15th of November on Afternoon Express. T's and C's apply.
Thank you. Your call, oh, I didn't even miss you at all. Wait, that's a lie, my phone died now. I'm crying on the bathroom floor. Not sorry, I missed your call, oh, I didn't even miss you at all. Please don't call again just to pretend that you still love me, you still want me, you still need me. Sorry, I missed your call. You're chapter in my book, the leading line before the hook. I turn the page like baby.
Do you own your skin? Do you wear it bravely, even when others try to dim its glow? Does it represent your strength, your heritage, or does it express your brave and unconditional love? New Look Ingrams, your skin, your brave.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful souls. Yes, we are doing a bit of spring cleaning. I know it's not officially spring day, but we're getting you prepped. And it doesn't matter, whatever the conundrum, your feel-good breakfast show has got you covered. But when it comes to spring cleaning, I know we all want to try and follow, is it Marie Kondo's decluttering method? Oh. But I'm a bit messy, okay? So I struggle to know where to start.
Don't stress, G. Enter TikTok, all right? It's changed so many lives already. And one thing it is transforming is the way we clean as well. So we had to get our hands on this. We had to find out more. So we tried some of the TikTok hacks. And of course, Zoe did the following with game. And it was so much fun. Let's check it out.
TikTok have been churning out amazing content, from fun dances to crazy bizarre things, and we are here for it. And we're about to do the right spring because TikTokers have been sharing their cleaning hacks, and we're about to put 3 of them to the test to see if they've got game in our books. To get started with our first hack, mix baking soda and sunlight dishwashing liquid together in a bowl until it turns into a paste. Use the mixture on your scrub daddy and give the sink a general clean. Scrub with the lemon before cleaning the paste off. Dry with a cloth, and voila. Just look at how clean this basin is. It looks brand new, and I love the lemony zestiness. My Got Game score for this cleaning hack, 5 out of 5. This next hack is an easy way to get a squeaky clean microwave in only 2 minutes. To begin, apply a little bit of all-purpose cleaner inside of your microwave. For a simple all-purpose cleaner, you can create a DIY mixture using dishwashing liquid and water, which will be sufficient to clean whatever is inside your microwave. Nice and rough on the one side to get through those tough stains, and soft and gentle to make sure everything gets rubbed where it should be. After you have applied the mixture, it's time to microwave a bowl of water for 2 minutes. Once your 2 minutes is up, be careful, the bowl will be hot. Carefully remove it from the microwave and start wiping the dirt away, and watch how effortlessly clean your microwave becomes. I love that the bowl of hot water gets that hard splattered food loose in the microwave, but I personally love a hack that cleans underneath the microwave plate, and therefore for this Got Game hack, I give it a 4 out of 5. If you've been struggling with a bit of mold, then this next hack is just for you. When using bleach or treating mold, always be sure to have proper ventilation and wear protective gloves for safety. Layer up a few sheets of toilet paper and twist it into a roll, and then apply bleach along the mold line. Leave overnight, and in the morning, just use the paper to lightly wipe away the mold, and it should come off without issue. My Got Game score for this cleaning hack? 5 out of 5. What better way to get into spring than with everyday low prices from Game that will get you whatever you need this season. And don't forget, you can also compare prices with a Price Beat Promise, where you get a 10% refund on the price difference on any item you've purchased. And if you find it cheaper at any competitor within 21 days of your purchase, you are guaranteed a price beat on that item.
And yeah, well done, Zoe, for cleaning our studio. I absolutely love it. We give you the Got Game cleaning score 5 out of 5. Our DIY princess. Absolutely love that.
I must say I did learn a thing or two. I didn't know that there were half of the things in those devices that needed to actually be cleaned. I thought you kind of just have to like deal with it or throw it away afterwards. So you've just extended the life of all my products.
Lemons everywhere for me. Lemons everywhere. I absolutely love it. And hopefully you've got Game. And yes, we are about to do the right spring, because spring starts tomorrow. But right now, let's get back in the kitchen.
Game Face is on. We are back in the kitchen, and this time we are making roulade pancakes. They do originate from France and can be served either savory or sweet, whatever you like. They are a level up from the original, but are just as easy to make. And our favorite, she's back with us this morning. Michaela is here to show us exactly how it's done. Good morning.
Hello.
I'm so excited.
I'm so happy I'm here on your last day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to do that.
Also, we gave you the hand mixer.
I was just going to say, on my exit, on my last day, I can't believe that you're making me use this. Like, do you really want me to embarrass myself on my last day?
100%. Like, how else are you supposed to go out?
Yeah, this is how I'm exiting, okay, everybody?
This balls up better be good, whatever you're going to do.
I'm sure it's going to be.
But it better be good.
What are we doing? Where do we start with this one? Because it looks so creamy. The filling for me is just so beautiful.
Cream cheese frosting.
Cream cheese frosting.
Yeah.
Okay, so teach us your ways.
Batter. All the dry ingredients, sugar, flour, baking powder, a bit of salt, together. And all the wet ingredients.
This is for the inside or for the outside? This is for the filling?
This is for the actual batter.
Got it.
Yes.
So this is actually for the roulade.
Okay, so we have our egg mixture here.
Going in, dry first, wet ingredients afterwards.
Okay.
Leveling it up.
Start going a little bit in there. And then we're going to take our sip up, the choc chip one. I love a good choc chip.
There's so many flavors to choose from, but of course, if you are looking for maybe a drink to keep you going throughout the day, you can grab any of your favorite sip-up flavors. We love the chocolate chip. It's just so easy to incorporate into the day, because why not? Chocolate every day, all day. We love that, and it's going to be a perfect accompaniment to our roulade. Obviously, that chocolate is going to ooze out once it is nicely, beautifully baked, and it melts.
Just adds a bit of texture.
Perfection.
There we
Perfection.
go.
Done?
I just want to put it onto a lined baking sheet.
Voila.
It
smells so good.
doesn't it?
It does.
You're just avoiding that hand mixer over there.
I am. Okay, do I need to go? Is it time for me to use it?
Okay, then you put this in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius until it's cooked. And then allow it to cool before you start the filling part.
I read something the other day as an adult. Everything is 180 degrees. If you don't know, if all else fails, everything goes at that temperature, 180 degrees Celsius.
Bacon's usually 180, some cookies 160, and meats are usually at 200.
See, no, just 180. Okay, so we're using my machine.
Yes,
what are we doing?
Someone's already softened the cream cheese for you a little bit.
That was Kelly. Because did you see her in culinary? She is a queen. She does it all behind the scenes, in front of the camera. So cheese, yes. Then
we
going
have some
in.
icing sugar, all of it. Go for gold. There we go. Vanilla essence. And then start putting.
But
your
so why did you give me this? Just in case.
Just when we scrape the sides afterwards. Okay. And then put it on. And then you need to increase the speed on this one. I think it's here.
I'm trying.
Push that button. There we go.
Yay!
Go, there we go. Okay.
Okay, it's not.
The sides of our... Look, you've mastered it. We needed this.
On my last day, I'm mastering how to use this machine that I've hated for the longest time.
Look at that, and you've already done it. Perfect.
Perfect. So we don't want to obviously over whip this.
No.
So I think once I've
you can stop.
incorporated everything, we can put it off, and then you can scoop that out for later to taste.
Were you going to eat that?
Definitely.
Scoop it out.
Scoop it out.
You want to take your filling? And
look how nice and golden brown this is. And of course you can see that sip it up in there, that chocolate flavor that we were speaking about.
Ooh. Nice.
Exciting
And
stuff.
this is obviously a cooled one, otherwise all the filling will ooze out if it's warm.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, imagine adding some like warm chocolate to the center.
Yes.
There we go.
And now you got to roll it up.
Yes.
Make sure, I'm also thinking you have to make sure that it's nice and cool because you don't want it to break, and then we just have to cut it up. If we had a nice little, do we have? No, we don't have a nice spoon.
No,
Cut
you
it
just
up.
have to eat it just like that.
Yeah, this
one
is
solid
just,
roll.
You just put it like this in your mouth.
This is a one-person serving.
I'd share with you. I'd keep on one end and you keep on the other end. But if you want to get your hands on this recipe, it's very simple, very easy. As you can see, we made it in a heartbeat. Expressoshow.com is where you can get your hands on the recipe. Enjoy, everybody.
I'll go. But one of you said, oh, he's back. Move away.
Clover fresh milk.
Made with love by Clover. This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. I heard you on the phone last night. We live and die by pretty lies, you know it. Oh, you know. This scar. This broken record spin endless circles in the bar. This world can hurt, cut you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. We'll leave each other cold as ice and high and dry. The desert wind is blowing.
Take lashes higher. New Revlon Eyes Wide Open Mascara. The curved brush volumizes and lifts lashes vertically for a wide-eyed lash look. Hemp seed oil conditions for healthy-looking lashes. Go higher. New Revlon Eyes Wide Open Mascara.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Nzanzi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and it's the last day of August, and that's why we are still celebrating incredible women. Now, speaking of extremely talented young artist, Eden Summer is on the Expresso stage this morning for the first of her 3 performances, and I cannot wait for it, and trust me, it is going to be incredible. Now, this song was an instant hit from Miley Cyrus, and Eden has put her own spin on one of the biggest songs in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this one. It's called Nothing Breaks Like a Heart.
This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. I heard you on the phone last night. We live and die by pretty lies, you know it. Oh, you know it. These silver bullet cigarettes, this burning house, there's nothing left, it's smoking. Oh, it's smoking. We got all night to fall in love, but just like that we fall apart. We're broken, we're broken. Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing gonna save us now. Well, there's broken silence by thunder crashing in the dark. And this broken record spin endless circles in the bar. This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. We'll leave each other cold as ice and high and dry. The desert wind is blowing, oh, it's blowing. Remember what you said to me. We're drunk in love in Tennessee, and I hold it. We know it. Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing gonna save us now. Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing gonna save us now. Well, there's broken silence by thunder crashing in the dark. And this broken record spin endless circles in the bar. Oh, this world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. 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 Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing gonna save us now. Nothing, nothing, nothing gonna save us now. Well, there's broken silence by thunder crashing in the dark. And this broken record spin endless circles in the bar. And this world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like my heart.
Hang on a second, hold on. Was that your voice? I don't understand how a 16-year-old can have such a voice with experience, with raw emotion. It sounds like you've been singing for years and years and years. Absolute magic stuff from Zanzi, and it's only the beginning. We've got 2 more performances coming back from Eden Summer. Oh, and you're going to love it. But before we get into that, it's time to kick off official duties, and the beautiful Jamie Lee Domberg is standing by.
Thank you so much, Roulade Morne, and a beautiful voice from Summer Eden. 2 minutes before 7 o'clock, time to have another look at those news headlines. Starting on the national front, the government has condemned the actions of some citizens who have been preventing people from accessing healthcare services at Kalafong Hospital in Atteridgeville, Pretoria. The protesters, believed to be members of Operation Dudula, have been stopping patients, especially migrants, from receiving these services. In a statement, the government says these actions are infringing on basic human rights and they go against the doctrine of democracy. Minister in the presidency, Mondli Gungubele, says the prevention of access to healthcare could lead to negative perceptions of the public health system. Then 5 people have been killed in a light police aircraft crash at the Rand airport in Germiston on the East Rand. 6 people, including the pilot, were on board the SAPS turboporter aircraft when it crashed shortly after takeoff yesterday. Police spokesperson Colonel Athlenda Mate confirmed that the aircraft had gone down at Rand airport. She said the 5 passengers were killed and the critically injured pilot was rushed to a nearby hospital for medical care. The names of the deceased and the injured pilot are not yet known. Then looking to news on the international front, the European Union is giving more than 5 million anti-radiation tablets to Ukraine as fears grow of a disaster at Europe's largest nuclear power plant. The Zaporizhia plant is occupied by Russia and has recently come under fire, with both sides blaming each other for the attacks. Now, officials are already handing out the tablets, which can stop the body absorbing radioactive iodine. Residents have been told only to take them if a radiation leak is confirmed. Presently, there is concern that further damage to the plant could cause a radiation leak. Then staying on the international front, a UN-chartered ship loaded with Ukrainian wheat destined for millions at risk of starvation in Ethiopia arrived in Djibouti yesterday. The bulk carrier MV Brave Commander, carrying 23,000 tons of grain, docked in the Horn of Africa port city a fortnight after leaving a Black Sea port in Ukraine. The UN said food insecurity and malnutrition are a major concern across Ethiopia. The number of people facing starvation in the drought-ravaged Horn of Africa region has increased to 22 million. Then finally, fancy rolling around in lashings of gravy. Well, that was the order of the day when one of the world's craziest culinary competitions returned after a 2-year-old COVID-induced hiatus. Now, a host of wrestlers took part in the 12th annual World Gravy Wrestling Championships held in Rossendale, Lancashire in the UK on Saturday. The event sees competitors grapple in a pool of gravy for 2 minutes, with points being scored for fancy dress, entertainment value, and wrestling ability. The organizers said people come from far and wide to watch and also take part, and the atmosphere had been absolutely bouncing. At least this very messy affair has some good intentions, as the event raises funds for a local hospice. Well, all I can say is that mash and gravy will never taste the same again. That being said, that is where I leave your 7 o'clock news headlines. It's time to have another look at the sports. Here's Graham.
To more bangers and smash we move as we turn to rugby now. 19-year-old Kanan Moody has got the nod. He'll make his Springbok debut against Australia in the Rugby Championship this coming Saturday. As Jacques Nenaba has named 8 new players in that starting team, in fact. So unfortunately, Andre Pollard, Lucanio Am and Peter Steph Toy all ruled out due to knee injuries. That means Damian Willemse will move from fullback to fly half. Jesse Creel will slot in at centre, and then Franco Mostert, he's been included in the loose trio. Willie Leroux, he'll start at fullback, while Jaden Hendricks takes over from Faf de Klerk at the halfback. Then Stephen Kitsoff, Frans Malherbe, Malcolm Marx, all getting starts as well. On to football. Chelsea's stuttering start to the season continued as they suffered a 2-1 defeat at the hands of Southampton, despite Raheem Sterling giving them that early lead. So Sterling struck in the 23rd minute with his 3rd goal in 2 games. But Chelsea's lead was short-lived. Romeo Lavia then leveled 5 minutes later before Adam Armstrong rounded off a slick passing move by the hosts to seal the win. Then elsewhere, Alexander Mitrovic, he bagged his 100th goal for Fulham on their way to a 2-1 win over Brighton. Lewis Dunk, he netted an own goal as Fulham moved now to 6 on the table. Then Leeds and Everton, as well as Crystal Palace and Brentford, they drew 1-1. Then on to the year's last tennis major. Carlos Alcaraz, he's advanced to the second round of the US Open after his opponent, Sebastian Baez, retired injured, which was heartbreaking because he was on fire. So Alcaraz, a quarterfinalist in New York in 2021, did win the first two sets 7-5 with a very spirited display by his opponent, but he was 2-0 up in that third. Then Andrei Rublev, Dan Evans and Grigor Dimitrov all advancing as well, while fourth seed Stefanos Tsitsipas, he was dumped out of the competition. Then in the women's draw, world number one, Iga Swiatek, she breezed into the second round with a straight sets victory over Jasmine Paolini, the Polish top seed, wrapping up a 6-3 and 6-love win in just 1 hour and 7 minutes. Then Sloane Stephens, Arina Sabalenka and Petra Kvitova also making it past round one. Then another one has moved across to the dark side, it seems. We turn to golf now. Open champion Cameron Smith says money was a, quote, factor in him becoming the highest-ranked player now to join the Saudi Arabian-funded Live Golf Series. So the 29-year-old, world number 2 at the moment, has been confirmed in the field for the next Live tournament that's taking place in Boston. The Australian will be joined in the event from the 2nd to the 4th of September by Chile's Joaquim Niemann, the world number 19 as well. Speaking to Golf Digest, Smith said that the guaranteed money on offer for participating in the Live Series was one of the reasons for leaving the PGA Tour. We'll certainly watch that space, but that's where we leave the sport for now. Let's take a look at the roads.
Thanks so much, Sheena. For a lot of you might be heading out onto the roads or planning your routes, so we've got you covered. And here's some advice to take into account before you do so. So if you are in Cape Town, Waltevreden Valley, there is a congestion on the R300 northbound at the N1 inbound ramp. So you can definitely expect delays in this area. For those of you traveling to Mgeni Road or anywhere close by Durban, please remain cautious on the roads this morning at Mgeni Road in Durban due to protest action. So please make sure to use alternative routes on your way to your destination. Now, finally, reporting on some traffic news, Kuduspoort, Pretoria. There is a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound after Proefplaas interchange. Now, the left lane has been affected, so again, please do approach with caution. And for anybody else heading to the roads, please make sure you buckle up and stay safe. For now, though, we're going to head from the roads up to the sky and see what's the latest when it comes to weather. Reporting on weather news this morning, and some devastating news indeed. Pakistan's Minister of Planning says early estimates show the devastating floods that hit the country have caused damage of at least $10 billion. Now, his comment comes as another government minister said that 1/3 of the South Asian nation has been submerged. Now, the flash floods caused by record monsoon rains have killed 1,136 people and have already affected more than 33 million. Now, that's over 15% of the country's population. Now, the torrential rains have also washed away roads, crops, homes, bridges, and other infrastructure. Now, visiting the country yesterday, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned that Pakistan is facing, and quote, a monsoon on steroids. Now, Guterres urged the world to come to Pakistan's aid as he launched a $160 million appeal to help the tens of millions affected in the disaster. Now, a following quote also has the following to say: let's stop sleepwalking towards the destruction of our planet by climate change. Today it's Pakistan, tomorrow it could be your country. This said by Macron himself. Now, from our floods, we head over to those sunrise views, and hopefully we can lift the mood of many out in the country today. And we're starting off with our 7 a.m. sunrise photos. Now, we have Verity Barnes, a family member you could consider, from Riebeek West, who shared this stunning photo of the vibrant orange hues lighting up the sky as she starts her day with a cappuccino. Good on you, good on you. Now, one of our regulars, Emil Jones, also snapped this incredible view from the side of the road whilst he heads out to work. And this shot showing off the magnificent ombre colors just glittering through the trees all the way out in Joburg. Magic stuff indeed. And then a friend of ours, and definitely a friend of mine, Ridwan Hassan, he sent in this gorgeous shot of view of his view enjoying a staycation all the way out in Dubai. This man showing off the beautiful swirls of colors lighting up the morning sky all the way in Sharjah. Now, I absolutely love that. Such a beautiful color tone. But finally, we have Nancy Govender, another family member of ours, showcasing her view from her bedroom window all the the way out in Unkoma's KZN. What a beautiful view you have, and such a fluffy sky, the clouds glittering up, everything in that view, and I'm here for it. I absolutely love it. Again, Mzansi, don't forget to share your sunrise image views with us, and that's on our line of 063 408 8863. We'd love to see how you're starting your day wherever you are in the country, or maybe even on a holiday somewhere abroad. For now, though, let's take a look at the temperatures once again. And starting off in Polokwane, the day starting at a low of 4 up to a high of 20 degrees. Mbombela sees the day starting at 5 up to 21. Pretoria, 8 is your low up to a high of 20. And Johannesburg starting the day at 7, moving up to a high of 18 degrees Celsius. Moving over now to Mahikeng, where the day starts at a low of 9 up to a high of 23 degrees. Klerksdorp, a chillier start of 8 up to a high of 24. Kimberley, moderate temperatures of 12 up to a high of 24 degrees. And Bloemfontein starting off with a nice chilly 4 degrees, but you move up to a warm 23 degrees Celsius. Moving over to Richards Bay now, the day starting at a moderate 9 degrees, only moving up to 19. You can expect potential drizzle on your side of town. Pietermaritzburg, 3 is your low up to only a high of 19 degrees. Over in Durban, the day starting at 11 up to 19. And Mthatha, 3 degrees to start the day, only moving up to a moderate 18 degrees, but you can at least expect some sunny skies on your side of town. Moving over now to East London, where the day starts at a low of 11, moving up to a high of 18 degrees. Cradock sees a chilly start of 3 up to 21. Berga moves from a low of 10 up to 17. And George, 11 is your low up to a moderate 18 degrees Celsius with some sun all the way around. Moving over to Cape Town now in the mother city, the day starting at 14 up to a high of 22 degrees. Sunny skies expected. Worcester sees a low of 13 up to 25. Sutherland, 9 is your low up to a high of 20. And Uppington bringing the heat all the way from 16 up to a high of 31 degrees Celsius. Again, Mzansi, thank you so much for sending those absolutely incredible photos in. I can't wait to see what else we can expect in the next hour. But before we get into that, let's catch up with the rest of the team.
Oh, thank you so much, Ralda Morne, for that weather update. But yes, Albert Einstein said it best. Creativity is intelligence, having fun. Now, Lego helps children develop lifelong skills, including creative problem solving, communication skills, and also resilience, all of which are considered key in helping a child with success. Now, today, we are challenging Nature Boy and Mr. G-Man to test just how creative they can be using the classic Lego set to build an animal of their choice in only 60 seconds. No pressure, guys.
Okay.
60 seconds. As you can see, the classic Lego set is out for you. Gee, I almost feel like you had an advantage because while Ralda Morne was doing weather, you were sitting here and checking out what I can do.
But this is the crazy thing. With these 3-in-1, the Creator series, you can do anything. You can make a full-blown tiger. I have a feeling that will probably take about 3 hours to do.
How does this work? So can you create more than one
Dude, you
thing?
can honestly, have you ever played with Lego before?
My Lego back in the day, it was basic, man.
It was
there
like
was no
8
curves.
blocks.
There were no like round shapes and motors. It was a base.
Buddy, we've got hip joints here.
Yes,
There's
articulation,
going on.
So I need the creative juices to come through now. 60 seconds, an animal.
60, I thought you 67. Can we not do
67 seconds.
Let's
I'll add in the 7 seconds because you're going to need it. You need to really think there. An animal. Any animal can be an ant if you want to. That's an animal, right?
Can I let you know once I'm finished?
Yeah, let us know once you finish.
Animals count, right?
Ooh, I'm worried. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm going to go for this.
And your time starts in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's see
I like
what
how
I'm
they
going
gave
to do.
us a pair of scissors. didn't they, right?
Yeah.
For who? Scissors for what?
Okay,
That's
I
what we do.
recognize these ones. These were from back in the day. I definitely recognize these. Yes.
Okay, I've got some hip joints.
How much time we got
I
left?
think it's going to be only 60 seconds for you to open these bags.
I know, but there's just so much to take in. It's also
Maybe start with
awesome.
colours. I don't know how you're going to start with this one. If you want to start with
I just don't even
colours.
know.
Raul, going back to the basics.
You know how it is.
Staying in his lane. Staying in his lane.
I don't know about these joints and things.
It's an animal, not a car. Just putting it out there, guys.
I need more
I
of
don't know
that.
how many seconds we have. I feel like you need the entire 3 hours.
Now the clock starts.
20 seconds. Are you kidding me?
20 seconds.
Ah, you can do this.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot more difficult than it looks, okay?
100%.
Use the vision.
9.
8,
hang on. Hold
7,
up. Hold up.
6, 5,
Just need
4,
just need a
3, 2, 1, and it is time to reveal your animals using the classic set.
Wow, I can't wait.
Are you laughing? Just because this dog has physical difficulties,
dog.
okay?
Dog.
Don't laugh at him because he's got physical difficulties. He deserves a chance just like every other dog, okay?
Firstly, how much fun was that, just creating
That was
the
great.
It was awesome. No, do you know what it is? It's actually mind-blowing. You hit the nail on the head, Jack. The Lego game has changed, yo.
It has. It's
I'm just thinking
stepped
now,
up.
I want to make a Death Star. This is what I want to do. Yeah, and I'm ready to do this.
Please show us your animal.
So you got a dog. Gee, I see the tail now. It's in motion, wagging.
Yeah, it's
nice.
wagging. He's a very happy dog.
Did he,
Yeah, he's got challenges, man.
Oh,
He's
shame.
had a tough life. He's had a very difficult life, but he hasn't stopped. He hasn't given
We're
up.
inclusive, though.
Yeah, and I've
resilient.
adopted him. I've given him his forever home.
Shame. What is this?
Duck-billed platypus.
Gecko. My gecko.
Not a gecko.
It was a snake, and then I saw these joints. I was like, let me be fancy. But mine is also struggling. He also had a tough upbringing. So he basically lost all his limbs, my gecko. But he still has his gecko ear.
Check, you've got to see him like that, though. He's still got his suction
Yeah, you
cup.
see, he's still got the grip.
So he
he's still
can
got
still-
the grip. So we
But
good.
you've got to kind of throw him and then he sticks to the wall.
I love how you had time to make a story for your animals, but didn't have time to actually build the actual animal.
But wait.
But wait, maybe put it in here.
Now it is complete. He doesn't need a back because Lizzie's got him sorted.
Exactly.
He's got his tail back as well. This is the power of Lego, Jamie.
They call him Deco.
I'm so glad that you had the most fun creating this.
look
There
at
we
him.
go.
He makes this noise, he barks like this.
And he can even lick his own eyeball. Can even
I'm
do
done.
that thing.
Boys, thank you so much. I think both of you are the winners just because one couldn't do without the other. It was a team effort with this one, so congratulations to both of you. I love that they were using their creative skills, but of course creativity can rebuild the world with Lego. Now you stand a chance to win your very own Lego set and a copy of Michelle's latest book called The Little Mouse. Now all you have to do is simply reply to the competition post, which can be found on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter or Instagram page, and tell us what have you seen your child create with Lego. It could be anything. Hopefully they were not inspired by Raul and G this morning, but don't forget to include that hashtag creativity can rebuild the world. Now entries close this Friday, the 2nd of September at 12 p.m. And remember, those T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com.
Can I keep this?
Took him to the Tigerberg Animal Hospital. They're sorting him out.
Upgrade. Autobots assemble.
There's no time. After this, then we do.
Lucian, do you want Courtney to walk in?
Yes.
Simple.
Okay, cool.
I got
time, Kim.
I'm going to go for Courtney's questions again.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Of course, this morning we are celebrating yet another woman that has been involved behind the scenes in the Expresso kitchen. It goes by the name of Courtney Peterson. She's the newest member, having joined us in May. She's currently completing her internship. And with that being said, she's going to be welcomed into the kitchen. Courtney, make your way here. Beautiful Courtney in the building. I feel like, in my opinion, Courtney's the sassiest of the lot. Yeah, I had to say that.
But when she started, she was so quiet.
Yeah.
And now she's just like, pew, pew.
Before we get into the segment, of course, for you, Mzansi, if you have any questions for Chef Clem or maybe Courtney herself, she is a specialist, of course, then please join in on the discussion and send us your voice notes to our WhatsApp line. That's 063 408 8863. Of course, while we got Courtney here, I want to ask you all of the things because, again, you're one of the women that we get to, I essentially say, you're the reason why we look so good on the kitchen here. You've been doing so much great work, always on it, and you still bring the sass to make it so much fun. But let's get into some of your favorites because you're always putting everybody else up on the pedestal. This is your time to shine. So let's talk about your shining moments, and let's start it off with the first meal of the day. I know you're busy, I know you're always hustling, so you've got to make a quick, fast breakfast, but you still want to make it taste good, and I know you tick that box. What's your go-to breakfast?
My go-to breakfast is an egg skillet.
An egg skillet? Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's eggs cooked in smoothie. I was going to pretend like I knew, but I didn't have to ask. But the thing about a smoothie is not just onion and tomato. There's got to be love in it. It's got to like be intense. And I've got to think about eggs cooked in like smoothie. It's my go-to. I can have a breakfast, lunch, dinner, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I love it.
To make it's a one-pan thing as well.
So what have I got in the pan at the moment?
So at the moment, you got your onions frying over there until it turns brown. Next, you put in your garlic.
Yeah, lekker.
I like that the breakfast flavors that we're coming through with are quite like strong. It's not flakes, milk. We're going through with garlic, onion. Kelly came through with some serious flavors as well, habanero. Start your day off with a little bit of fire.
And we've got some chili over here.
Okay, yes.
Clem, you were talking about this earlier, starting your day off hot. I think it's also adding some benefit to a lot of people, especially when it comes to like the realm of an athlete. Just causing that heat can get the body to start quicker. Sometimes can even increase the metabolism, so it gets the burn going for longer. So what better way to start your day with some fire and some good old tasting fire on top of that.
I love this.
Yes, please.
This dish also has like other versions of it in Mexico. There's huevos rancheros, which is like a similar version. Then there is shakshuka, and then Italian is also eggs in ragu. I'm just a sucker for eggs in smoothie. I absolutely love it. And you know what also makes it a smoothie for me? That ingredient over there, the sugar.
Yeah.
And we'll get to it in a bit. It's got to be a little sweet. It's got to be a little sweet. Okay, what's next?
Okay, next you put in your tomatoes.
And is this just... Can I use tin tomatoes at all?
You can.
Okay, but
it's better to use normal tomatoes for the natural flavor.
Got you.
So did you just cut that up or did you blend it?
I actually use a stick blender because I like more gravy than chunky tomatoes. But it depends on you, how you want it.
I think especially when it comes to a smoothie, you don't want to be chewing into it too much. So I think I'm here for the gravy. Courtney, bring on the gravy.
Courtney, I'm your chef. I will help you today. Tell me what to do.
That's your time. You tell us what to do.
Sorry. So yeah, you just let your onions and your tomato with your chili and garlic fry for a few minutes. After that, you'll put in your cocktail sausages or viennas.
Plain worsies. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can I make this the day before? So when it comes to the morning, I can just put it in the pan?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Does the s'more not taste better? The longer it just gets better.
So the worsies go in, and obviously you can use like any other like type of like substitute for these worsies. I like it. Quite cute.
I know a lot of people at home might have like a pack of Viennas or something like that. They definitely throw that in here as well, right?
Do you get red cocktail Viennas?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Oh,
I'm sure you do.
That'll be okay. All right. While you're busy, let me stir. I'm ready for your 5 questions. So we're doing this thing.
Yeah.
We're doing this thing. Okay. So Kelly gave us her 5. We did her 5 questions. It's your turn now. Okay.
I didn't want you to ask me questions, by the way.
Can you see the sass? Can you see the sass? That's exactly how I get it. I didn't ask you. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Gatsby or fish and chips?
Gatsby.
Got it. Boom. What's your favorite food smell?
Seafood.
Seafood.
Ooh, nice.
I get you. If you weren't a chef, what job would you have?
Gosh. Okay, something to do with management.
With management. Another Lucian. Another Lucian. These people just want to tell people what to do. That's all they want to do. Okay. If you had to start a business with any of the presenters, who would it be and what would the business be? With Ryle! With Ryle! Okay.
What are we going to do?
And what's the business?
A modeling agency.
Okay. Wait. To the camera. That camera. Stop. Stand here. Stand. Come back. to your inductees that you're going to invite into your
Yeah.
agency, give them a little strut. Look into that camera. Do a little strut. What are you looking for in this modeling agency? You put yourself in this position. A quick strut.
A young blue steel.
Yes! Yes! Hey, Clem, turn the heat down. It's getting too hot. It's getting way too hot. Oh, okay. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, there's one more question.
Just by the way, I'm in on the agency. You got me sold. Let's do this. We're making it happen today.
Investors can call or let us know on the Facebook page after the show. Last question.
Okay.
Kelly's question was complete the sentence. Kelly is. Yours is. Complete the question. Complete the sentence. Courtney is never.
Courtney's never quiet.
You heard it, yeah. You heard it, yeah. I love it.
I love it. Courtney, thank you so much. I mean, it's just a small amount of a dose of you that the camera's getting to see. But again, I've got to say it's such an honor, and it's really awesome to have you all throughout the day, being able to engage with you and chat to you and see your sass come through. And even in your meals, the flavor is sassy. The spice has got that sass. I see what you're about. Oh, yes. I love it. How are we looking over there, Clem?
Eggs are going in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you got some coriander.
Yes.
Graham's favorite.
Put
You got
me
some
to work.
tomato. That's going to get
It just
chopped
needs
up.
to be chopped up.
All right. What is this going on the meal later, or
No,
what's the purpose of
I
this?
just wanted you to do some chopping up on the tomato. That's fine.
She just wanted to tell people what to do. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to do it for you. This is your moment. This is your moment. Let's make you shine.
I love
Clem,
that.
you looking good on your side?
This is good. So the eggs are going to go, and then what I prefer is when
Okay.
the whites are just set.
Yes.
How would you do it?
What I'll do is, I actually like it where it's, covered.
Completely?
Completely,
Yeah.
yes.
Got you.
So I'll put a lid on top.
And can I finish this on the stove, or does it have to be the oven?
Yes, now you can finish it
On the stove.
in the oven as
Okay.
well, actually.
Listen, guys, we get so caught up in the kitchen here, I forget that we
put,
actually...
baked beans in as well.
Yes.
If you want to.
Yes,
Yeah,
actually
I
protein.
like that. I
Yes.
like that. Yes, definitely some good protein in that, and also convenient at the same time. Just pop it out of a
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
Guys, we forget that there's having so much fun, and we are having so much fun here. We're getting so many voice notes and WhatsApp voice notes. I need to play one right now, so let's hear what the first one is.
Good morning, Expresso. Good morning, Courtney.
Morning.
Good morning, Chef. I would just like to ask, what is the perfect breakfast to make on a Saturday morning after a long week of work, you off weekends? What is the perfect breakfast to make on a Saturday morning?
I like that. And you can't use Peterson's egg skillet
No,
because
no,
that's already a goodie.
So they ask after night out, eh?
Oh, no. They didn't say after a night out. They said after a long week of working, what's an amazing Saturday morning breakfast?
Okay, normal farmhouse breakfast for
Farmhouse
me.
breakfast.
Bacon, sausage, egg, tomato gravy also if you want.
Tomato gravy. I've got a question. So that is the farmer's breakfast, and I 100% agree.
Yeah.
What do you say is the one breakfast that people can just cancel? You're not here for this breakfast meal. It can just be done.
It's the face for me.
It's the face.
She's
because she goes somewhere. She goes somewhere.
I'm trying to think.
Okay. How do you feel about that cronut trend? Remember that? That donut mixed with a croissant.
Oh, yeah.
Are you there for that?
No.
No. Cancelled.
I'm not there for
Courtney
that.
says
I have a question though, because you mentioned something about after night out. Is there a different option breakfast for those that have had a hectic night out? Do you have a breakfast remedy cure?
Just something fatty.
I like that, yeah.
With a little bit of spice.
Absorb all the toxins in you.
Yeah.
Courtney, you've been an absolute treat. Honestly, it's so much fun having women behind the kitchen, number one, and celebrating powerful women, and especially all the women that make this kitchen come to life. And you're definitely one of those. So thank you so much.
No
I can't wait to obviously start our modeling agency. Yeah. But before we get into that, I see we've got a finished product on the side there. Can I do the honors of maybe
Can I bring it
having
to
a
you?
little test? Oh, yes, please.
And
Bring it on.
Just so you know, Courtney and Kelly are both going to be in the kitchen for the last part of the hotline. We have the fire extinguisher ready. We are ready for whatever's about to happen. I've not been told what's happening in the kitchen today. I was just told, come and be prepared. And I'm very impressed.
I'm
the
here
two
for it.
of you are absolutely amazing.
Listen, I must just say, you probably woke up at early hours in the morning, once again preparing all these meals like you did, but this one looks absolutely exceptional. The eggs are done perfectly. I like the fact that it's still got that runniness. The smoothie is on point. I'm going to get a little bit of that chili in there, bring the heat, and pop that egg in there.
Yes.
Peterson's skillet eggs from heaven. You have outdone yourself, ladies. Thank you so much. Absolute magic. Of course, for you Mzansi, you can find this recipe at expressoshow.com. And don't forget, we got one more segment with this powerhouse and the other powerhouse of earlier, and it's going to be magic. See you soon. That was great.
Nourish your skin with Ingram's for Men, enriched with triple glycerine for 48-hour moisture and no stickiness. New look Ingram's. Your skin, your brave.
Introducing new Ingram's hemp oil range to nourish dry skin.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked. I know Women's Month is about to come to a close, but it has been amazing to see how many advancements have been made in the wellness space for women.
Absolutely. And of course, our girl Kutle is standing by in Johannesburg, where the brand new Walter Sisulu National Gardens is opening a brand new gym just in time for summer. Let's take a look.
Good morning to everyone in studio. Molweni nonke emzansi ndiyathemba namhlanje nivuke ni right, ni ready, ni relevant. We are coming to you live from a very special place in Johannesburg, the Walter Sisulu National Botanical Gardens outdoor gym. Last month, the South African National Biodiversity Institute celebrated Women's Month by focusing on health and wellness, and they've invited a special guest whom we'll catch up with a bit later on to explore this entire gym. But right now, though, from Sanbi, we are joined by curator at Walter Sisulu National Botanical Garden, Xolelo Mokoena, and director of marketing and communications, Notsikelelo Bulo. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Kushe.
Thank you so much for inviting us here. It is so beautiful. Tsiki, we're going to start off with you. Please tell us what inspired the Walter Sisulu National Botanical Garden to add this feature of an outdoor gym.
The outdoor gym is an addition to what is already a beautiful outdoor space that is offered at Walter Sisulu Botanical Gardens. What we wanted to do was to bring the inside outside and allow people to connect with nature while they're exercising and puffing away.
Tony, why is the outdoor gym feature such a great attraction in the garden?
The garden is already an outdoor area, and the gym is also in the outdoor space, so it adds in, it's one of the offerings into the garden, so it moves people away from the busy city into the garden, into this beautiful space that helps people to connect with nature while they are busy exercising.
Ziki, what does an outdoor gym in a space like this have to offer to the public?
What we offer here at Walter Sisulu is an opportunity for people to reconnect with nature, to reconnect with themselves and their families. And so there's various things in the garden where people can, children can come and play, and the mother can get some exercises, the father can get some exercising time as well, while children are being looked after in the play area, or they can go and have some breakfast afterwards. And so this is the opportunity that this gym offers, is that it's a green gym, and so it doesn't need any electricity, and so you can connect with nature while not taking away from nature. And that's the beauty of this space.
Please tell us more about the process of implementing this garden. How did you manage to align the design with the vision of the garden?
The designs, number one, is that all the equipments are designed from durable materials, and they are not connected to any energy source, so you exercise using your body, and therefore that alters very well with the conservation and the mandate of the organization. So the implementation process was thorough, that it is supposed to be an offering that will blend in very well with nature, and while we do not forget what is the garden is about.
Please tell us more about some of the other outdoor activities that the public can be involved with and be a part of.
So Walter Sisulu National Botanical Garden has a wild space and a space that's manicured. So people can take a leisurely walk within the gardens in the manicured spaces, or take a hike up the ridge that we have here. It's a 3.5 kilometer trail, and people will be most welcome to do that. We also have a bird hide that people who love birds, we have black eagles that nest in the ridge as well. And so lots of outdoor spaces for people to reconnect with nature, but also learn about the history of this wonderful place.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us this morning. It has been a pleasure starting off the day with you. Now, you at home, do not go anywhere, okay? Because we are coming to you live from the Walter Sisulu National Botanical Garden. And shortly, we will be joined by a very special guest. We'll catch up with her, but also she'll be taking us through the paces. I'm pretty sure you do not want to miss out.
How exciting being able to work out in a nature space.
Oh, it's the best of both worlds. Clearly, Kutle has been putting in the hard yards, so I'm looking forward to seeing another paragon of fitness join her in just a moment. But it does beg the question, what are you doing to get ready for the new season? It is spring, and who doesn't love a good spring cleaning session? And we asked you guys this morning to share your best spring cleaning hacks with us as we head into the warmer season. In fact, tomorrow is spring day. And we asked you to send some voice notes, 0634088863. Keep them coming. But of course, we have seen the conversation heat up on social media. So let's see what people have been
saying. So Lucy Pillay says, spring cleaning hack. Let's wash and store away our warm clothes. Now, leaving at least a set or two, because our weather is so unpredictable. Yes, we know that. Let's open all our cupboards and air them. We get little hanging scent packs that smells divine in closets. Hang them in there, and your clothes will always smell fresh, just like spring.
I like
love that.
A little bit goes a long way. I love that. Michelle Robenheimer said, good morning, Expresso and Expressies family. I love that. I do spring cleaning whenever I feel like it, yes, and my music should be on loud, 100%. Cleaning my whole room alone, moving stuff alone. That's why I have back problems up until today. From floor to walls to roof as well. You've got to get stuck in, Michelle. I feel you, girl. I love that.
Angel Happy. Love the name of that. Good morning, family. Happy Wednesday. It's cold in Brit today. So sorry. Well, my best spring cleaning hack is to wash curtains, windows, blankets, and dusting to welcome summer with a bright and clean household.
You know you're going deep when you're washing curtains. That's a plan. That's a plan.
Everything.
But then you've got to do the shoulder workouts to get the strength to be able to hang the curtains back up again.
No, I hate
You've got
that.
a hack for that. I'd like to see that. Mersh also weighed in. Good morning, Expresso fam. Every once a week is spring cleaning for me. I like that. The only difference is packing away winter clothing and blankets for coming summer seasons on the way. I like that. I'd love to get one of those vacuum seal things so I could vacuum seal all my summer stuff. So it's like half the size and then
organize it. I'm so obsessed with watching these TikTok hacks right now of people organizing their stuff. I'm just like, how do you have your life in order like that?
You can't
put everything in together.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Thibaut Touche and Tentini. My best spring cleaning hacks is, firstly, I'm going to wash all my warm blankets, take off my floor carpet that covered my cement floor, and put on a new paint on the wall and the rooftop too. Yes, there's something about just painting a space and opening up the space and just livening it up. Yeah,
a little bit of a change goes a long way. There's the reason why we spring clean, guys, because our psychology needs it. It's not just to refresh the space, but also refresh the mind. I love that. So we had one voice note come through that stood out for us. Let's take a listen.
Good morning, Expresso. Calling from
Morning.
Cape Town here. My spring cleaning hacks is I wash my windows with a little bit of dishwasher in, or I put vinegar in for the shine of the windows. Then my showers, I'll do it with bicarb and lemon, spray it on the door of the showers, spray it on, leave it for a few seconds, then you wipe it off. Sparkling clean.
Boom.
Shower doors.
Boom.
Thank you, Expresso.
Thank you, Colleen.
You are amazing.
Sizzling.
Coming through with that hack, I absolutely love the vinegar because I've learned that as well. And also
Completely.
just the lemon water. Smells
If
refreshing.
you've got that like lime scale, then even that's what it's called, in your kettle, you chop up the lemon pulp and you put that on there and then you boil it. You actually turn the kettle on and it draws everything out. Lemons, I'm telling you, the ultimate spring cleaning hack.
Game
Or at
changer.
least that's ours. What are your hacks? Let us know. 0634088863. It's a new season. We're getting stuck into some spring cleaning. What is your ultimate hack?
Defeat your mucus monster, Mucofizz. Loosen mucus and phlegm for clearer airways. Brought to you by Pharmadynamics.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You've got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm in your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even
Plan your next Cape Town getaway home to the world-renowned Table Mountain, breathtaking mountain ranges, stunning natural wonders, thrilling landscapes, and picturesque ocean vistas. Get from 15% off when you stay 3 nights or more and recharge even longer with the Stay Longer on Us offer. This offer is valid at participating Marriott International hotels in South Africa and Africa. Book now on emea.marriott.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody, to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this beautiful Wednesday, everybody. Of course, spring has sprung and it's time to get our bodies ready for the brand new season.
Yes, I am here for it. So we're going to be catching up with the iconic Unati all the way in the Botanical Gardens. Let's check it out.
We are coming to you live from Johannesburg. We are in the beautiful Walter Sisulu National Botanical Garden. Dinixelele earlier on ukubana sihamba nomuntu who is so special. I know, stranger to the Expresso stage. She is a powerhouse and icon, serving us nothing but body goals as of late on her Instagram. Susunati,
you're too much.
Not even. A fearless champion for women and fitness and wellness.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you. It's good to be back with the family in Dipili. Like, cool. I'm so happy, at peace. Just like enjoying every single day.
Unati, please take us back to the beginning of your personal journey with health and wellness as well. What inspired and triggered the change?
It's important to me because I think as women we're natural givers, and I don't think that's wrong, but I also know that we can't give what we don't have, right? So for me, it's always feeding ourselves first so that we can give from an overflowing cup. And that starts with health. Like, if I don't have the energy to be anything for anyone else, I'm not going to be able to do that. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's always making sure that I feel great, I'm in the right space, I have the right energy to make sure that I can be the best version of myself. I can be for other people, but also for myself as well. So that's why it's important for me. And as you asked what started it, I gain a lot of weight when I'm pregnant. so when I had my baby, my youngest, I gained 28 kgs. And for me, what scared me was how much I gained. And, you know, I weighed 98 at the time. And it scared me that I was 2 kilograms away from triple digits. And I just decided to do something about it. I strongly believe in sharing is caring, and I feel great, and I want all of us to feel great. And that's why I've just decided to share it on the gram and just to share it with anyone who wants to come along on the journey.
I absolutely love that.
Thank you.
But why is it important for women to accept themselves and to take care of themselves?
Because you can't find a solution to anything if you don't acknowledge that a solution needs to be found, right? So we have to start there. And I always go, thank you for that, because I always go, be kind to yourself. And forgive yourself for not being where you want to be right now. And be proud of yourself for knowing that you want to be in a better place. And acknowledge the fact that you actually have the energy to get to that place. So that's how we can advocate for accepting oneself better. When you ask yourself, is it possible? Answer the question, yes it is. Because a lot of women are like, but Unsta, is it possible? And I'm like, you want me to answer that question for you? It's possible for me, I know, but Kutle, do you believe that it's possible for you? Only you can answer that.
But the thought of exercise for them or fitness is daunting.
Yeah.
For those who are less enthusiastic about it, some of the easiest ways to introduce themselves into a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah, you must do what's good for you and find your way. So if you're not necessarily, I exercise because psychologically I need it, but some people don't. So, you know, find whatever it is that makes it enjoyable for you, because you've got to enjoy it every day. So to answer your question, I usually say, load your 5 or 6 favorite songs back to back on a music playlist, and then just put on your sneakers, go outside and go for a walk. I always advocate going outside because nothing can replace the vitamin D that the sun gives us.
What are some of the benefits that people can get from working out, outdoor gym, compared to one that is inside?
Firstly, it's free. Do you know what I mean? And we've got to understand in our economy, we can't afford everything. After lockdown, people have literally lost a lot. And for us, it's to give people better ways and more fun ways to be able to be the best versions of themselves that they can be. So firstly, it's free. And then also, there are different things that you can do, and the environment is here. And what it does is it also reminds us that South Africa, we have some of the best weather in the world. You know what I mean? We don't really have winter, you know. We act like babies when it gets chillier, but you know what I mean? We're not a winter nation. We've got literally blue skies and sunny days. So the better we can make the most out of that, I think for me, in terms of our mental health as well, it just gives you so much, and it's such a good treatment to yourself, and it's such a great way to spoil yourself. Stop feeling fresh and perky.
We are feeling fresh this morning.
But this is what the outside does, right?
Yes, it truly, truly does.
Welcome to our life.
Thank you very much. She's not going anywhere because we are still out here at the Walter Sisulu National Botanical Garden. We're about to explore the outdoor gym with Unathi Ngai. I'm pretty sure you do not want to miss out. Nazi take is like you, and that's okay. See ready, see relevant. Do not go anywhere. We'll see you shortly.
Oh, thank you so much, ladies. I love that. Leveling up ahead of the new season. No catch-up is complete without a cup of tea and something delicious to pair it with. Time for a little high tea. So cute dresses, fancy hats. Yes, they set the tone for this little girl high tea party inspired recipe. I'm here for that. You can see I'm missing my little girl. I need her back in my life. These cake pops and unicorn cupcakes made using the Golden Cloud vanilla cake mix are the perfect complement to this playful high tea filled with cheerful laughter and lots of fun. Michaela is going to show us how to do it, and we are joined by a very special sweet treats decorator this morning. She is a professional model. It is a Martley representing the Kumalos in the house. Girl, how are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm very good, thanks. I know I shouldn't even ask how you are because you were like born for TV. We understand
she's so good at this.
She is too good. She's been on more than me, actually. She's been telling me what to do. So, Amatle, are you ready? We've got an important job, eh?
I was born ready.
Boom!
Wow,
That's what I'm
100%.
talking about. Okay, so Michaela, this looks a little bit fancy-schmancy, okay? But I think we can do it.
It's really not, and we've made it super simple because we're using the Golden Cloud premix.
But of course.
Yeah. Anyone can do this.
And I've proven that. I've done it myself. You can do it. I actually ended up making cupcakes with my cake mix.
Yes.
Very versatile, very forgiving as well, and absolutely delicious. Okay. So what do you need us to do?
So I'm just going to stand here and make the mixture, but you guys can do the dirty work.
Okay.
So, Graham, on your end, you have to dip the cake pops.
Okay.
And decorate them with sprinkles.
And make them amazing.
And Amahle has to ice them.
Okay.
The cupcakes.
Very easy job.
And
Really?
then, oh.
See, I was a little nervous.
see how
I was nervous
confident
about
she
that,
was?
eh? Ooh, I see. With me, the pipe thing goes this way, and all the icing comes on me. and it
Probably
never works
because
out.
you never close the
I'm
end
not
of the
strong
plastic
enough, but
bag.
Amatle is very strong, so I know she's got this. Okay, so you are making the mix, and this is literally all it takes to put the mix together.
2 eggs, some oil, some water, and whatever's in this box.
I love that. Okay, so how do we arrive at, and I suggest you get going, Amatle, because I think this is going to take us a little while. As I get going here, how do we get from cake mix to cake pop?
So what you want to do is start your mixture. Just throw all your wet ingredients together.
Okay.
Nice. And it's so simple. Oops. I'm already beating you guys at this.
How's it going, Amatle? Use your strength. There we go.
Squeeze.
I guess it's not easy.
Yeah, I told you. It's tough. Like.
Maybe it's...
There we go. She's having to really... I think our icing is also starting to firm up.
It is, yes.
So we've got white chocolate here, hey? Am I right?
Yes. And
Okay.
you might want to be a bit careful. I found when I make cake pops that, like, when you
You
don't
lose the pop.
solidify solidify the pop enough, then it sometimes falls off the end of the stick. So just use a spoon if need be.
If you've got to do what you've got to do. Okay.
I think our chocolate was sitting for a little while, so
Yeah,
you
it's
might be
starting
having
to-
a bit of an issue there.
It's okay. I'm just
This is coming up.
Nice.
beautiful.
And if your icing is a bit hard in your bag, you can always just use your hands and the heat of your hands to warm up the
the icing. Okay, so use a bit of kinetic energy. I'm going to pop this in the microwave for 2 seconds.
You in the microwave.
Got to do it, man. If I can. There we go. Beautiful stuff. We're going with pink and we're going with blue. So the vibe here is we're going for a little unicorn.
I love how you were brought into the girly tea party vibe.
Hey, listen, man, I've got a little girl child. Okay, I'm down for a tea party. No, I absolutely love it. And some of the best moments that I've had with my kids is being able to cook. And I know your dad also loves cooking. He's very good, much better at it than I am. But cooking is fun. Hey, Amatle, cooking in the kitchen is one of the best things you can do with your dad.
But my dad likes food.
Doesn't everyone love food?
As we should. Okay, I've softened my mix a little bit here.
So I already have my mix ready. And for the cake pops, what you'd want to do is take the mixture and put it onto a lined baking sheet.
Okay.
Bake it in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius until it's nice and golden brown. And for the cupcakes, you'll want to take a lined, so with your little cupcake holders, cupcake muffin tray, and then just also bake them at 180 degrees. and then allow them to cool. Then for our cake pops, what we do is we take this sheet pan mixture, once it's cooled down, we're going to crumble it up and mix it with some buttercream. And that's how you get that like consistency. You don't want it to be too runny though, so just keep eyeballing it, feeling it, see when it starts
hold
to
its shape.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
I absolutely love that. It is made so much easier. It's starting to come together. Our
Oh, you got one.
Yeah, I know. It actually came together. Our Golden Cloud vanilla cake mix is quick. It's easy, as we've proven. And you just add eggs, oil, and water and milk, and then you bake it only in 30 minutes. Absolutely brilliant. So make sure that you try the Golden Cloud latest carrot cake mix as well. Available in all major stores. We've tried it on the show. It is exquisite. Versatile mix shows. It allows you to make just about anything from a fluffy two-tiered cake to 24 cupcakes, as I tried, and they are all absolutely beautiful. And what I love about this is you can have some fun, get creative for your child's party. This can be a birthday, or this can just be for the weekend, because we all deserve a little bit of high tea. Amatle, you are amazing. Give yourself a round of applause. Well done, girl.
I guess I tried.
You tried and you conquered. Look at those beauties. I absolutely love it. Golden Cloud has a new and very exciting competition that you need to be aware of. A weekly celebration of a spring high tea. We are here for that. So 5 lucky viewers stand a chance to win 10,000 Rand from Golden Cloud and a Kenwood appliance so that you can bake with the very best. All you've got to do, create a bake using Golden Cloud products. My mouth is watering so much because I'm about to eat this cake pop. You have got to obviously use your Golden Cloud product and then share a photo of that beautiful bake on the competition post on our Expresso Facebook or Twitter pages, or our WhatsApp line, that's 063-814-2300, and tell us what makes your high tea creation the absolute best. Make sure that your picture includes a Golden Cloud product as well, so please don't forget that, or the hashtag High Tea with Golden Cloud. And the entries close on the 28th of next month. And those terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com. I'm going to try one more. Amatle, hold up your creations. So absolutely beautiful. And that is how you create the most exquisite little girl's high tea. I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Wow, okay, so we're going to be making custard-filled donuts in just a moment, and we've just had like an awesome high tea, which I think means we need to get back out into the gym.
We definitely do, and we're going to do exactly that. So we had a beautiful conversation with Unati, but it's time for that fitness session, and they are out at Walter Sisulu, an incredible venue for an outdoor gym session.
We need it.
Yeah, we do.
And we are back, coming to you live and in charge from the Walter Sisulu Botanical Gardens. Namhlanje, we're starting off the day with the also wonderful Unathi Ngai. She's about to take us through the first part of our fitness session. Namhlanje, we are sitting on something here.
Yes.
What is this something?
So this outdoor something, Gedunta, we call them the outdoor machines. And this one specifically, because a lot of women ask me, how do I keep my tummy flat and my waist snatched? So this is specifically for the core. Sorry, also excuse my nails. My daughter did my nails, so excuse them. She's learning how to do her nails. She's like, Mommy, please don't remove them. So yeah, to apologize for the bad nails. But yeah, it's for the core. So a lot of women always worry about back fat, isisu, and the waistline as well. So I thought let's start here, and then we'll go to do our arms and our back.
Because I'm not a fitness bunny, so you're going to demonstrate to us how to use it, right?
Yeah, so right there, so you put your toes underneath the lower bar, because usually a lot of people put their heels and rest their heels on it, but no, it's to give you support. So at least you use your toes and then it pulls you up.
I see.
Yeah, so toes underneath, rest comfortably, and then back. The secret is always to support the back of your neck, your lower head. Always engage your core and breathe in. And the secret is when you will engage your core and tuck it. The secret is when you come up, breathe out, and when you go down, breathe in, because that makes sure that your stomach is even flatter. So do you want to try one?
Yes.
So as we go up, you breathe out, and then as you come back, you breathe in to make sure your stomach stays flat. Okay.
Got it.
You ready?
I am ready. Let's go.
Let's try 5, ne?
Okay.
Let's go 1. 2. 3. 4. So I want to give you a modified version so we can add arms, because time is money. So yeah, you want to maximize on everything. So I want to give us a crunch version that we can include the arms that will shape the back and then our arms as well. Let's
go for it. I'm going to watch you do it first.
Okay, no problem. So it's the same as the first exercise. You go back, support, and then as you come up, you punch to the sky. No? So you're working your back and your arms and your stomach.
Let me
punch to the sky.
This one. It seems a bit challenging.
It's not. I promise you it isn't. Punch to the sky. There we go. Punch to the sky. So Kuta, the secret is like your body will hurt. And people are like, does it ever stop hurting? No, you just get used to the pain. And it's not like constant pain or like a really sore pain. It's just like you're making your body work. So when you work, what happens? You get tired. So it's just part of the natural process and then the natural journey of it all.
And the more you push yourself, the more your body changes and the more it reacts to the change.
Yes, we call that body conditioning.
Body conditioning. That's exactly why you're here.
That's exactly what you've been doing. Body conditioning.
I am having the time of my life, starting the day with Unathi, working out. She's showing us and exploring this new outdoor gym out here at the Walter Sisulu Botanical Gardens. She's not going anywhere because there is a part 2 to this session of ours. Make sure Aniyinda of us will do Nani just shortly.
They made that look so easy, but more with Unathi and Kutle in just a bit. It's time now to have a final look at those news headlines starting on the local front. The presidency has been given 72 hours in which to assess and address the concerns of unemployed social workers. Now, scores of them marched to the presidency at the union buildings yesterday, demanding jobs and a 7,000 rand a monthly stipend. This while still searching for jobs. They say some of them graduated more than 10 years ago after funding their tertiary education, while others were offered government scholarships to pursue studies in the social worker field. The Council for Social Practitioners says there's approximately 9,000 unemployed social work graduates in the country. Then the government has condemned the actions of some citizens who have been preventing people from accessing healthcare services in Kalafong Hospital in Atteridgeville, Pretoria. The protesters, believed to be members of Operation Dudula, have been stopping patients, especially migrants, from receiving these services. In a statement, the government says that these actions are infringing on basic human rights and they go against the doctrine of democracy. Now, Minister in the Presidency, Monli Gungubele, says the prevention of access to healthcare could lead to negative perceptions of the public health system. Then looking to news on the international front, 19 people have lost their lives and 21 were wounded in Madagascar when police opened fire on community members who rioted over the kidnapping of a child with albinism. The Malagasy authorities say some 500 people armed with machetes wanted to force their way into a police station in the southeast of the country where the alleged kidnappers were being held. The country's police chief claims the officers acted in self-defense. People with albinism are targeted in some African countries for so-called master killings. Then the European Union is giving more than 5 million anti-radiation tablets to Ukraine as fears grow of a disaster at Europe's largest nuclear power plant. The Zaporizhzhia plant is occupied by Russia and has recently come under fire, with both sides blaming each other for the attacks. Now, officials are already handing out the tablets, which can stop the body absorbing radioactive iodine. Residents have been told only to take them if a radiation leak is confirmed. Now, presently, there's concern that further damage to the plant could cause a radiation leak. Then finally, clean and green. Mission accomplished for the Sunday's River Valley municipality in the Eastern Cape. It has just bagged second place in the 2022 National Arbor City Awards in the local municipality category. The National Arbor campaign is a platform to highlight the 10 million trees program that was announced by President Cyril Ramaphosa. Now, the municipality's Clean and Green campaign planted trees at most schools in conjunction with the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and Environment. Now the goal is to attract as many tourists as possible and to revive this industry locally after it was battered by the pandemic, says Sunday's River Valley Mayor Simpiwe Roon, and I quote, "This is a big investment in tourism and the goal is to see people making their way this side." Now, Kirkwood also attracted tourists, but because of COVID, it all stopped. But now with the beautiful nature we are offering, we are getting back there, and this is good for our economy. The award ceremony will be held in Mpumalanga next month. That being said, that is where I leave your news headlines. It's time to have a final look at what's happening on the roads. Here's Raul Mornay.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Of course, it's time to take a look at the traffic this morning. For many of you heading out on the roads or planning your routes, heed these warnings. Now, if you're out in Newlands, Pretoria, there's a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound after Garsfontein Road. So please be aware that the left lane has been affected. Now, for those driving around the areas of Glenwood in Durban, the M4 inbound is backed up on your way from Clarewood all the way to Congela. So please do make sure to add extra travel time to your journey this morning. Now, for any road users out in Cape Town, Plattekloof area to be specific, there has been an incident on the N1 inbound at Plattekloof, and the left lane is closed and you can expect delays, so please again do approach this area with caution. And for many of you out there that are heading onto the roads, please make sure that you buckle up, stay safe, and of course hopefully these tips could have assisted you. For now though, it's time to head from the roads up to the sky and see what's happening with our final report on the weather. Reporting on weather news this morning, and very infecting news indeed. Now, the SA Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for damaging winds, leading to difficulty in navigating at sea. Now, this is between Gansbaai in the Western Cape and Alexander Bay in the Northern Cape this morning. Now, they will be spreading to Plettenberg Bay with gale forces, easterly gale force winds of up to 50 to 65 kilometers per hour. Now, this could lead to difficulty navigating at sea, and especially small vessels and personal watercraft aircraft, such as kayaks. Now, a yellow level 2 warning has also been issued for damaging winds with possible dust storms, resulting in localized reduction in visibility along the coast of Namakwa in the Northern Cape. Now, extremely high fire danger conditions are also expected over the Matsikama municipality and over the Kamiesberg and Hanta municipalities in the Northern Cape. Well, I do hope that everybody does stay safe and heed this warning as the weather does come through. But for now, it's time to take a look at our final weather update and lift those spirits once again. Now, we had Gary Ornkamp all the way from Kids Beach, East London, and he shared this radiant photo of the sun's rays. And look how they are shimmering all the way through the clouds over the ocean, all while the waves crash up against the rocks. Gary, well played, my man, well played. Next up, we've got Bradley and Rode, who sent this spectacular shot of the tigers living their best life while the sun starts to rise, peeking through the trees out in the Waterberg Wildlife Sanctuary in Valwater. Wow! What a shot. I think you definitely are winning this one so far this morning. But next up, we've got Desiree van Vieren from Pietermaritzburg. Now, she shared this photo from the back of a garden. Now, this one is showing off a magical shade of pink scattering in the sky while the trees gently sway in the wind. What a moment and what a picture to encapsulate it all. But finally, to round up our sunrise photographer pictures for the morning, we have Louise G. Cherry. Now, she snapped up this wintry shot while starting off her Wednesday morning in a garden with a nice cup of coffee while watching the sun rise. And I mean, oh, that must have been a glorious cuppa. What a lovely way to start the day. Oh, Mzansi, thank you again. These pictures today have been absolutely incredible. You inspire us. You give us hope and you give us a reason to tackle the day, whatever the obstacles are. And I can't thank you again for this. So don't forget to share morning sunrise images with us, and you can use the number 063-408-8863. For now, though, let's take our final look at the temperatures across the country. Starting off in Polokwane, the day starting at a low of 4 up to a high of 20 degrees. Mbombela sees the day starting at 5 up to 21. Pretoria sees a low of 8 up to 20. And Johannesburg, 7 is a low, all the way up to a maximum of only 18 degrees. Moving around to Mahikeng now, where the day starts at a low of 19 up to moderate 23 degrees. Klerksdorp sees a chillier start of 8 up to 24. Kimberley, similar conditions, starting off at 12, moving up to 24 degrees. But Bloemfontein, a little bit of a chillier start of 4 degrees, but you move up all the way to 23 degrees Celsius. Moving around to Richards Bay on the coastline now, your day starting at a low of 9 up to 17 degrees. Pietermaritzburg sees a low of 3 all the way up to only 19 degrees. Durban, a chillier day from 11 all the way up to only 19. But Mthatha definitely taking the cake on the chill with a 3-degree start moving up to only 18 degrees Celsius. Around the coast now and over to East London, where your day starts at a low of 11 up to a high of 18 degrees. Sunny skies can be expected. Cradock, much the same with the sunny skies, but a chilly start of 3 degrees up to 21. GQ, starting off with a low of 10 up to 17 degrees. Always forgetting those clicks in Q. And then George, of course, starting off at 11, moving up to a high of 18 degrees Celsius. Moving on to the mother city now. Your day starting at a low of 14 up to 22 degrees. Worcester sees the day starting at 13 up to a nice warm 25 degrees with sunny skies. Sutherland, 9 is your low, all the way up to 20 degrees Celsius. And Uppington starting the day at 16, moving up to the warmest temperatures of 31 degrees for the day. Beautiful stuff again, Mzansi. Thank you for sending those shots in. I can't wait to see what's happening tomorrow morning when you send them through. But for now, though, it's time to carry on with the rest of the magic of the show and check up with the rest of the team.
Exactly, Riles. You just got to say it with the left hand. Just snap it.
Beautiful weather to maybe get your fitness on again, yeah?
Yeah, and what better way to do it than outdoors in one of the most exquisite gardens in the country. And that's where Kutle is right now.
And we're back. And speaking about umkolo, we are about to work out our backs namhlanje. Unatingai has been taking us through the paces, exploring the new feature added to the Walter Sisulu Botanical Gardens, the outdoor gym. We started off working out our core, so activated 6-pack, but ngoku our arms and focusing on our backs. And so yiki.
And the reason why we're doing this is because guys always need a leg day. We never need a leg day because like utikos pile. Yeah, so it's about shaping the top. So what I want us to do, as you're saying, it's back. But once you work back, you work core. Once you work core, you work back. And we're doing arms as well. The difficult one is you lift your arm, you lift your legs in the air, and then you'll be carrying your full body weight. But if you want to alleviate a bit of the pressure, just rest your heels on the 2 rubber things in front of you, ne? But I want us to start with the difficult one so that you can feel what it feels like to literally use your own body as resistance and you work with your own body weight. Are you ready, my love?
I am ready.
Yeah. And lean back so that you maximize. There we go. So that you maximize on literally all your body.
What I'm noticing is when you go lower, you take it slow.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Because you want your full muscle to work and you want it to work in its entirety. Because when you release quickly, there's no control there, so your muscles aren't working. So you can lift yourself up, but then when you release, that gone?
Yeah, bagala.
Hard, ne?
I do not know who your gym partners are, but I know for a fact Andizopumelela. I would rather stick to this modified version.
So that's what we do with the suite. So we'll give you the difficult version, which we call the advanced, then we'll give you the intermediary, and then the easy one. It must go with what you want and what your body type is.
I love that. So what's the other way or alternative to using this machine?
Literally doing it in reverse. So sitting in the seat, because it is sistulo. Sistulo. Sistulo.
Yeah.
Crossing your ankles like this.
Okay.
Lifting them up and then pulling yourself up. And this you're going to feel more on your core. Yeah.
Okay.
Because now we're supporting the back, so you're going to be pulling more from your core.
Straight back or I'm leaning back?
Straight back. Okay. And then lift yourself up. Yeah. So that's more your stomach and your chest.
We're still breathing and we're still engaging the core.
Yes, and we're still breathing through the nose and then out through the mouth. Breathing in on the way up and out on the way down. There?
Oh, there you go. Ungabi na worry xa ndiyexwaka ndiconcentrate ndifuna lo focus. Ndifuna lo focus. I-focus yam ukhusi. I have been trying to keep up with Unathi Nkayi. We have seen she has been rocking it. She looks beautiful. As always, thank you for starting off the day with us here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Unathi. Any words of advice, any words of encouragement to Umdohleliyo who wants it, but boy,
love yourself and know that you're worth it. Know that you're worth it. And then do the work.
100%. Love yourself, know that you're worth it, and make sure to do the work at the end of the day. It has been a fantastic morning out here at the Walter Sisulu National Botanical Garden, hanging out with the wonderful Unathi Nkayi, getting to know more and exploring this new edition, the outdoor gym. If you're around Johannesburg, why ungazozizithela uzozibonela ngokwakho? For myself, Ukutla Adams, it has been fantastic. See you next time.
New Revlon Color Stay Matte Like Crayon. Play it up. Bold matte color goes on as easy as a crayon. Feels barely there. Super soft, 12 rocket poppin' shades. New Revlon Color Stay Matte Like Crayon. Wanna play?
Let's go, guys.
Nourish your skin with Ingram's Camphor Cream, enriched with camphor and glycerine. Now with 48-hour moisture to restore dry skin. New look Ingram's. Your skin, your brave.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Salome Polycos helps regulate menstruation and reduces the male sex hormones. Get the help you need for PCOS with Salome. Your journey matters.
Conversations are just another pathway to learn, and with the deep dive we've been taking into the world of women's health, we are learning a ton. And to broaden our understanding even more is obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Lusanda Shimange Motsotse to discuss PCOS or PCOS, as some people call it. Doctor, welcome back to Expresso.
Thank you so much for having me.
Many of us may have heard about it, but engaging with it is how we learn, Doctor. What exactly is PCOS?
PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, is an endocrine disorder that is common in women of reproductive age. So those are the women who have potential to fall pregnant, right? And it has different features in that you have irregular menstrual periods, you have abnormal hair growth in a male distribution pattern, and there's also other things that we can find through examination and investigation. But for me, what's also really important is the sequelae of polycystic ovarian syndrome, such as high cholesterol, diabetes, high blood pressure, cardiac problems, which is not often spoken about a lot.
I feel like I'm meeting more and more people that have PCOS, and you've mentioned some of the symptoms, but what exactly are some of the common symptoms, and how are women's daily lives affected by these symptoms?
You know, it's very interesting that you say that, and I think just the awareness around it is just getting bigger and bigger. I mean, and here we are talking about it. So, and I think it's really a great thing. And so really the common things is patients who have amenorrhea, so basically periods where they don't actually get their menstruation. So instead of having 12 menstrual cycles in a year, they'll maybe have 9 or less, or sometimes nothing at all. So that is a very common one. The other one that patients really also complain about is just this weight gain that they cannot lose and they just cannot explain. We often get patients who say, no, but I eat healthy, I exercise, but nothing is happening. And then obviously once you start taking history, examining the patient, you can arrive at a diagnosis of polycystic ovarian syndrome.
You know what, Doctor, we often hear about the two being spoken about conjointly, that is infertility and the diagnosis of PCOS. Is there a link between them?
100%, there's definitely a link. And basically what happens with polycystic ovarian syndrome is that you've got these little follicles that just stay as little follicles. They never really grow to be bigger follicles. So what happens in a normal menstrual cycle is that there will always be that big egg, if I can put it that way, the one that will get fertilized and eventually become an embryo and a baby. With polycystic ovarian syndrome, this does not happen. So as much as the patients will bleed, or the woman will bleed ever so often, they have what we call anovulatory cycles. And if you have anovulatory cycles, it means you're not ovulating. So you're not getting that big egg that we're talking about. This remains being those small eggs, and those are the ones that can't really be fertilized. And that's why women with polycystic ovarian syndrome may have difficulty in falling pregnant. And I just need to mention, it's not to say that they can't fall pregnant, they may have difficulty falling pregnant.
Well, Dr. Lusanda, thank you so much for joining us and shedding some light on this very important topic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Understanding that all women have different experiences is the very reason for conversations like these. Not only are we learning about our own bodies and experiences, but we are also learning to understand our fellow sisters. With Salome, your journey matters.
Cysts in the ovaries, irregular or missing periods, and high male sex hormones are symptoms of polycystic ovary syndrome. If you experience 2 of these 3, you may have it. It's also the leading cause of infertility in women. Salome Fertility helps regulate ovarian function and helps improve fertility. Salome Polycos helps regulate menstruation and reduces the male sex hormones. Get the help you need for PCOS with Salome. Your journey matters.
We are back in the kitchen. Now this next recipe will take your taste buds on the culinary adventure they never knew they needed and they will never forget.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic!
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
Public service announcement, everybody. This is my final segment in Expresso Kitchen. I know, but we are about to make the greatest creation in sweet tooth history. We are making creme brulee donuts. It is a clever combination of the classic creme brulee combined with soft, pillowy fried donuts and a crunchy caramel topping. And of course, to end it off, Michaela. We get to do it one last time.
Yay! Yes. Make a mess. Okay.
Yep. This is like your sisters that went to like private school because look at that.
100%.
What is that?
They're fancy.
They fancy schmancy. I love this one.
Once we're done here, we need someone, probably Graham, to go and try and break one of those in half, and we can just hear the 100%.
The crunch.
So there's like 50 million things going on here because we have to make the dough, make the sugar that makes the creme brulee part of it, and then we also have to make the custard filling.
I mean, the custard filling is already in.
You just have to thicken it a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. I was just like, what are we going to do with the custard? It's already perfect. So take us through it, step by step.
Flour, add your sugar, add some salt. So those are your dry ingredients. Then we have 2 egg yolks and 1 full egg here. Just give it a bit of a mix.
2 egg yolks and 1 full egg. I got it.
Yes. We also have some milk with our yeast that we've bloomed. Just make a little well. And you want to add that in.
Slowly. Oh, I was going to say slowly, put it gradually in. No, just throw it all in there.
Okay, so we've bloomed the yeast in there. That just means we've activated it, given it some life. We add our eggs.
Our eggs is going in as well.
We have some melted butter. Nice. Now I get the messy bit.
It's always so good when, you know, everything's prepped for you because had you done this at home, it would have taken even longer, but I love that we have the kitchen fairies to help us with everything. So everything was laid out already. All we had to do is just assemble it and mix
thank
it
goodness
together.
the kitchen fairies are on TV today too.
Yeah, and guess what? We don't have to clean up after ourselves as well. Yay! Happiness.
I always try though.
Do you?
Yeah. Do you not try and clean up?
I'm rushing to the next segment.
Oh yeah, that's
in
true.
In my defense. Ooh, we are getting dirty today.
Then you want to knead it all together into a dough.
Because you want to knead it.
Kneading is so much fun. A lot of people don't like it, but it's actually, I find it very therapeutic. So while I'm busy kneading this, you have some pre-kneaded and risen dough over there. And you just want to flour your surface.
Okay, that can go in.
You can go a little bit more crazy with that. There we go. Then you want to take your dough, plop it out onto the work surface. And just use your rolling pin. Roll it flat. Not too flat though. Perfect. Stop.
That fine?
Yes. Use your ring cutter and cut a circle out for me. Or if you can get 2, that would be great. And we already have some oil that's quite warm over here.
There we go. Trying to lift it up without breaking it.
Nice.
There you go. I can maybe get another one out of this.
There we go. And our oil. And
do you need another one?
Away.
One for me, one for you, babe. One for me.
Fine.
There you go.
But there's already one for you, one for me over here.
I know, but for after.
Okay, and you just want to get that in the oil and let it rise on in there.
Hot oil or medium?
Hot oil.
Hot.
Yeah.
Got it.
You want to get that scorch on the outside.
Okay. Because often I find that if it's too hot and you put it in, it will just burn the outsides and then it's still very raw in the inside. So I always like to ask what temperature the oil needs to be.
You know what I learned?
What?
I actually need to share this quick.
Please.
About donuts. So the reason why they have a hole in the middle is because back in the day they used to be like this, but then they wouldn't cook all the way through. So someone decided they were going to put a hole in the middle so that it gets so the oil goes through into the center as well. It gets a better cook all the way through.
Oh, wow.
I know.
I wish we could give credit to that person because they are a genius. I never thought of that. Thank you. They what?
They died a while back.
Oh.
I think it was from like early 1900s.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for making our life a bit more easier. So we got that sorted. Then in terms of the filling, you did say that we need to thicken up the classic custard. Of course, we know that Clover classic custard is versatile. You can use it for desserts, for its sweet, creamy and deliciousness. Or if you want, you can enjoy it on its own. It's the perfect treat to enjoy with your family, especially in a classic recipe for that timeless taste. And that is what we'll be doing with these donuts. So how do we do that?
You want to take some of your Clover classic custard.
Yes.
Put it into a saucepan, so I don't have enough hobs going on here. But you just want to pour it into the pan. And then you want to thicken it with some cornstarch / maizena, as my mom calls it. Add a little bit of vanilla essence. And you just want to get it until it's like
thick consistency.
Like double the consistency of what it was before. And then with regards to our brulee topping, you want to take some caster sugar, some water, pour it all together in the saucepan and literally just leave it. Do not touch it because sugar crystals will form around the sides of the pan and you don't want that. So just let it go until it's like a medium amber color, then you're good.
There we go. A lot of steps, however, we do have that full recipe and the breakdown of how you can achieve this amazing recipe on our website, expressoshow.com. That was the last one. Give me a hug.
And then you fill them.
Thank you. We'll see you after this.
Made with love by Clover. Only you can make my day.
The people we love are the ones that need us most. They'll always need a place to call home and opportunities to build their future.
Daddy, come.
That's why I took out life insurance from Old Mutual, so he'll always get what he needs, even if I'm not there.
Get 5 million Rand life insurance for only 509 Rand per month. Speak to your advisor and help your family get ahead of life.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Your generosity can ignite a love for reading amongst our youth. Share your homegrown story. See Cadbury Story Edition packs. There's a glass and a half in everyone.
From sharing stories via social media to sharing an authentic homegrown story as part of the Cadbury Homegrown Stories initiative, travel enthusiast and awesome content creator Toby Rose joins us to share why she loves South African stories and what inspires her. Good morning, how are you doing?
Morning, how are you guys doing?
We are loving life and all the better for seeing that beautiful smile. Thank you so much for connecting with us and for being a part of this incredible initiative. Your followers, I think, love hearing about your adventures. How are you able to capture the essence of your adventures in a story that we can all enjoy? How do you get that formula right?
So I am a travel content creator, and I definitely use travel as a backdrop to tell my authentic homegrown stories. I do not shy away from telling people how I started, how I began, and obviously using, stories like Mpumalanga, the Eastern Cape, rural KwaZulu-Natal, as a real backdrop to you being able to tell your story, live out your story, and then obviously tell more homegrown stories.
I love that. And provide a narrative, a story that young children can see themselves represented in, most importantly. Now, we love the story of Toby Rose, a girl with a love for travel who started to explore the City of Gold and is now a global explorer. I think it's inspiring a lot of South Africans out there. What inspired you to share this story?
What really inspired me to share my story, I have young nieces, young nephews, an amazing community, a tribe that really love resonating with me, seeing themselves through the content I create. I never grew up seeing myself in books represented, especially traveling on the continent. And I think that it is my responsibility to start doing that and start telling our stories and possibly putting that into a book form so that people can read it and see themselves on their journey as I go through my journey.
You've been a part of the Cadbury Homegrown Stories initiative for a while now, obviously sharing your authentic homegrown stories and inspiring your tribe, as you call them, to do the same. How have they responded to the initiative? What does it mean to you to be able to share stories that inspire this next generation, as you've laid out, especially with World Literacy Day so close, such an important platform?
We all have to play a role in living our lives and our truth and telling homegrown stories. I think the biggest thing is not that they don't want to read, it's that they do not understand it. And for me, it's super important that we start speaking in our tongue, we start telling stories in our languages, so that those young children who do not have the opportunity to learn English or to understand English would be able to be catered to. So for me, my community and my tribe have been able to see themselves, have also been able to take home amazing information, and have actually started to now teach their children in their mother tongue, have been able to buy books that people can relate to and understand, so that children can now actually read for meaning and for understanding instead of reading for just saying the words. And so for me, it's all about keep shining the light on our homegrown stories, using our languages to do that.
And then, of course, those children then become the custodians of that culture because they get to live it. What do you hope in your heart of hearts can be achieved with the spirit of generosity, the love of storytelling, and giving children access to more stories where they see themselves actually reflected in their home language? What do you think is possible here?
I mean, the sky is the limit. I think if we all play our role, if we, can move forward and start telling more stories, if we can start writing more stories, documenting our stories, documenting our culture, and obviously then taking that to schools, to our homes, to our nieces, our friends. I think the collective is where the real work begins. If all of us can just go and get a Cadbury bar, tell our story, and be part of the Homegrown Story Initiative, then we have already done our our part.
And exactly that. And I know we've got close on 1,000 books now that are going to be there forever. I love the fact that children have this. It's almost like we've drawn a line in the sand to say no more. Now we're going to change that narrative. I want you to imagine just how inspiring it actually is for a child to see you travel the world and share your experiences in their language. How inspiring would that have been for you to have had that image to strive for, do you think?
It would have been a world of a difference in how I relate, in how I create, and in how I share. I mean, last week I was in the bush, and the simpleness of knowing what an animal is in your language, you know, knowing those words are the differences that it makes. And I now know that it is super important for me to be that for the next generation, and to sort of be a custodian for our stories, custodian for young Black children, to know that it is super possible for you to travel, it is important for you to read, it is important for you to use your imagination, to dream.
You are living proof of it. I'm going to say, as a parent who reads to both of my kids every night, thank you. Thank you to you and this amazing team from Cadbury who have gotten behind this, all these literary geniuses and content creators. We love your work. Keep doing what you're doing and having amazing adventures.
Thank you so much, guys. Keep dreaming, keep reading, and keep creating your own homegrown stories.
Oh, I love that. You can join Cadbury Dairy Milk and help to ignite a love for reading in the next generation. So look out for the limited period Cadbury Story Edition packs for details. Simply scan the QR code on the pack and then share your authentic story to inspire more homegrown stories for children in all 11 official South African languages.
Your generosity can ignite a love for reading amongst our youth. Share your homegrown story. See Cadbury Story Edition packs. There's a glass and a half in everyone.
It's time for another performance here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show stage. All of Me by John Legend is probably one of the biggest ballads over recent years and is probably also one of the most challenging to perform, so no pressure, because Eden Summer is no ordinary performer though, and at just 16 is quickly making a name for herself. Here she is with John Legend's All of Me.
I'm in your magical mystery ride, and I'm
Get planning for a much-needed Johannesburg urban lifestyle family getaway. Rediscover cafes, restaurants, bars, galleries, and museums to enhance your stay with our kids. Stay and eat for free or 50% off on second-room family offers. Marriott's portfolio presents a full and diverse range of outstanding hotels in Johannesburg, each uniquely designed with its own personality. Book now, emea.marriott.com.
Don't speak over one another.
Please pass me that oil that's there.
Okay, no problem.
Do this.
Okay.
To not have intro.
Give me a mic, please.
No, it's fine.
Can you give me a mic?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
How can you not jingle to that? Welcome back from Zanzi. It's the final edition of the Culinary Hotline Bling! Ching, ching, ching! And of course, if you were watching earlier, we were celebrating the incredible woman behind the scenes. And yes, the jig is up. It's not us that look this good. It's the reason why, because of them. They are the reason why we shine out here in the kitchen. And they is Kelly and Courtney back in the building once again, and we are doing something absolutely special. Guys, we had a chance to see what your go-to breakfasts were, but now I want to talk about something that I know a lot of people are challenged with, a lot of people find to be very overwhelming, and that's the classic Eggs Benny, baby, the Eggs Benedict. And we thought, let's put the two strongest women that we have in the studio together, let's throw a collab together and make the ultimate Eggs Benny. So, how do you say we do this, Chef Clem? You ready for this one?
Again, I'll be your assistant. You tell me what to do.
Yeah, they can put us at work.
But Courtney's a bit worse when you tell. No, Courtney, no. I'm a fragile soul. Be gentle with me. Okay, what can I do?
So, Clem, you can start by toasting the buns, our English muffins for us.
Okay, cool.
Just
like
in
it.
a hot pan.
Can you share some butter with me, please, neighbor?
5 rand.
$5 rand?
A piece. $5 rand.
Perfect. I'll do that.
You can.
I'll take this piece right here. Thank you.
And then I'll start with the hollandaise sauce. This is just some egg yolks, and I'm adding some vinegar to it, just a little bit. We're going to whisk that up. And over a double boiler is essentially just a saucepan filled with water.
Okay.
That's boiling, but heated water, not rapidly boiling.
All
so
right.
we'll just get that going, and over the saucepan. And the reason why you don't want it to boil too much is because you don't want the water in the saucepan to reach your bowl, or else your eggs will scramble.
Oh, because of all that heat coming through from the steam. All right, I got
it's kind of like tempering the eggs. So
nice.
Courtney, I see that our muffins weren't sliced through. There was a specific way that you did that. Can you show us how you did that?
Yes, it's with a fork.
The reason we do this is to keep the texture and to hold sauce.
So it creates like a little, so when you toast it, it's like little extra crunchy bits.
Yeah, that rustic finish.
I like that.
And I like the way that, like you mentioned, catches all that sauce. It increases the surface area and just gets that absorption rate to come through on this one. Ladies, just a quick question. What's it feel like being on this side of the kitchen and the cameras?
I think it's quite nice, hey? I can get used to this.
I think it's quite nice,
I can get used to this.
No, I think we can too, because we genuinely are having so much fun.
Yeah,
and I really think that we should put our woman up on the pedestal more often. So let's hope that this is the first of many, eh?
Yeah.
We're going to put some good words in there.
Yeah, South Africa, let us know if you want to see more Courtney and Kelly on TV. They are absolute superstars. Like I said, that I just come in and do, and it wasn't for them, there would be no show. So thank you so much to the both of you for all your hard work. But I am so easy to work with.
Oh,
look at the face. That's Courtney's face for me.
But 100% you're off.
Courtney, you don't agree though, eh?
You know, sometimes when I want my chocolates and I want the ice cream, then maybe yes. And
You want that Woolies plug?
I'll make sure you get all the chocolate you need. But it is an absolute pleasure working with both of you. I feel like I've been with you since you both were like particularly students, and I've seen you turn into the amazing, amazing owners of the kitchen. And it's been a pleasure working with you.
Likewise, Cream, likewise. I'll send you a paycheck.
You can check it in the mail. Kelly, how are we going there with the tempering? Are we on it?
It's all good. So it's slightly thickened, and you want it this way. So you'll add it back onto your saucepan, and then just slowly add your cube butter.
It's got
one cube at a time.
A fluffiness to it there.
Yeah.
Is that what we want?
That's what we want.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I've never seen an egg really do that. I was definitely expecting more of like a scramble, but I see what you mean when it comes to that heat.
Shouldn't scramble.
It shouldn't scramble.
Shouldn't. Ah, okay. So if you're scrambling, then that means it's too hot.
Yes, it's too hot. And then you're going to have to start from over. All over again, yeah.
So you have a scrambled starter before the main Eggs Benedict.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what you want is a nice creamy velvety sauce. The eggs is the binder in this case in hollandaise.
Okay.
And the butter just gives it a nice velvet consistency.
It's not diet food, but this is like weekend food, right?
So fast forwarding through, once, Kelly, we're done with that step, obviously that's going into the bowl.
Yes.
And you'll start making that beautiful... Is this the hollandaise itself?
Sauce,
okay. Then we head over to this period over here. What's happening on the side?
So what we're doing, we're assembling the Egg Benedict now. So this is the hollandaise sauce that we've done already.
Yeah.
And over here, it's two personalities. This is a Kelly and this is Courtney. Fish and ham.
Because you were saying, obviously, one of the best smells that you love is obviously fish when it comes to seafood. And Kelly, you're not such a fan of seafood?
No, I love seafood. It's just Eggs Benedict. It's a classic ham for me.
Okay, I think you can't go wrong with either or. And of course, Courtney is putting on the finishing touches on this one, as she always does, without any hesitation. Is there a process to this?
No, not really. You
Just
can
do your
actually
thing.
do whatever you want to do. Yeah.
All right, looks like it's coming together here. Pretty much once we've stacked it all together, is that it? That's the final step.
Yep.
The beautiful hollandaise goes on top of that. I see you've already done this. And then voila, the recipe is almost essentially done. Clem, what do you say?
I'm so impressed. I am so impressed.
You're just smiling there like a proud dad.
I
almost.
do like that they kept the spinach fresh, because I like fresh spinach on my Eggs Benny. But this is a proud moment, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Look at them.
Oh, it is indeed. Mzansi, for you though, just remember you can get this recipe at expressoshow.com and also come through on those comments and make sure that we can get these ladies to do some more of this kitchen theatrics, because we are loving it. We are here for it. Chef Clover and I are just standing here with massive smiles on our faces. So I think a big round of applause for the women in the kitchen once again. Mzansi absolutely slayed it. Y'all were perfect. And that is your finale of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ching, ching, ching. Well done, ladies. We'll see you on the next one. Nice. I have to actually...
You crying. I'm not crying. You're not crying. Whew, we did say earlier today that this was going to be a very emotional show, and not in any negative sense. These are very positive emotions, but they are very overwhelming emotions because we are saying goodbye for now to someone that we love so, so dearly on this show. I mean, I could speak for hours about your personal progression and how much you've grown over the last few years, and that goes without saying. And I think everyone who's watched your journey has just been blown away. You've inspired so many people. But the bottom line is, you're just a wonderful human being.
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
You are just so lovely. It has been such an absolute honor and a pleasure watching you grow and see you do what you do for the last 3 years. And the only way I can console myself is to know that you're not going far. This is not a permanent goodbye, but that's just another step in your journey.
Definitely, and also how fitting that I get to end off this season and this journey with the two of you. Both of you have been such an amazing support system over the past 3 years. You know, when I took that leap of faith 3 years ago and I took a risk on myself with no money in my bank account, taking my laptop to cash the sailors to get money to go to that audition, I never thought I'd be sitting here with you guys. So I have so much to say, but all I can do is say thank you to you. Thank you to my mommy. Thank you to my son, Luca. Thank you to my family. And thank you to you, South Africa, for allowing me into your homes, into your office, and into your spaces for the past 3 years. It's not goodbye, but it is time for me to walk away from something that I love to pursue something even greater and bigger. And I hope that I've inspired you to do that. Your dreams are so valid. You can do absolutely anything you put your mind to, and that's exactly where I'm going right now, on to bigger and greater things and a new season for me. And I'm excited, I'm terrified, but I know that I'll always have you guys in my corner. So thank you so much.
Oh, Jamie, thank you. You literally have lifted us up. You've been the inspiration that we've all needed, and you are literally the epitome of be careful of what you dream, because it will come to light. And I'm so excited for your future. I know you've got us and the rest of Mzansi behind you all the way. Wherever you go, you are going to shine, girl. Oh, it's been an absolute honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, not for the last time on this Feel Good Breakfast Show, can you put your hands together for the incomparable Jamie Lee Dunberg? You're a special one, girl. You are a special one.
I love it.
It's just been that kind of a year, so we're going to end off with a very emotional performance. This poor girl has been put through it this morning. There's been a lot of emotion on this floor, and she has been the perfect person to see us through it. Her voice is amazing. Her energy is incredible, and it's just amazing to see that she is only getting started. So we're going to close out with a phenomenal talent that is Eden Summer, and here is Missed Your Call. Jamie Lee Dunberg, we love you, girl.
Not sorry I missed your call, oh, I didn't even miss you at all. Wait, that's a lie, my phone died, now I'm crying on the bathroom floor. Not sorry I missed your call, oh, I didn't even miss you at all. Please don't call again just to pretend that you still love me, you still want me, you still need me. Sorry I missed your call. Didn't know what you wanted from me, didn't know what I could get from you. But I never thought you would, baby, break my heart in two. Still you think you did no wrong, but I get it, baby. Not sorry I missed your call, oh, I didn't even miss you at all. Wait, that's a lie, my phone died, now I'm crying on the bathroom floor. Not sorry I missed your call, oh, I didn't even miss you at all. Please don't call again just to pretend that you still love me, you still want me, you still need me. Sorry I missed your call. You're just a chapter in my book, the leading line before the hook. I turn the page like you never thought I would, baby. All excuses now I really don't care about, but I get it, baby.
Cheers to 31 days of rewarding ourselves for the awesome job we do every day of the year. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.